The car no abandon. The car no abandon. Brand. The car no abandon.
Bread ye wachina kunyao. Inshiraka neat etiefo nyina. Ozioma ADAKABRI oribo baby.
The car no abandon.
Yesi okwai tware suo. Ena suo tware okwai. Panyin ni hwan ya. Yebo okwai betu asuo. Ozioma ADAKABRI FRIMPONG MANSO. Wachina kunya baby.
I can say, at the risk of sounding a bit boastful, that as one of the main architects of the African Continental Free Trade Area. And that is how come we ensured that we campaign to have the headquarters for the African Continental Free Trade Area. That was the first pillar of our Ghana Africa strategy. And the other components of the strategy, we are going to develop Ghana as the logistics hub for the continent. We are developing Ghana as the manufacturing hub for the continent. All these industrial initiatives I'm talking about, they are geared towards making Ghana, if you like, the new China of Africa, making Ghana the new manufacturing hub. So it takes time. And I think that we are at a point where the fruits of our labor will start showing. I can say, at the risk of sounding a bit boastful, that as one of the main architects of the African Continental Free Trade Area. And that is how come we ensured that we campaign to have the headquarters for the African Continental Free Trade Area in Ghana. That was the first pillar of our Ghana Africa strategy. And the other components of the strategy, we are going to develop Ghana as the logistics hub for the continent. We are developing Ghana as the manufacturing hub for the continent. All these industrial initiatives I'm talking about, they are geared towards making Ghana, if you like, the new China of Africa, making Ghana the new manufacturing hub. So it takes time. And I think that we are at a point where the fruits of our labor will start showing. I can say, at the risk of sounding a bit boastful, that as one of the main architects of the African Continental Free Trade Area. And that is how come we ensured that we campaign to have the headquarters for the African Continental Free Trade Area in Ghana. That was the first pillar of our Ghana Africa strategy. And the other components of the strategy, we are going to develop Ghana as the logistics hub for the continent. We are developing Ghana as the manufacturing hub for the continent. All these industrial initiatives I'm talking about, they are geared towards making Ghana, if you like, the new China of Africa, making Ghana the new manufacturing hub. So it takes time. And I think that we are at a point where the fruits of our labor will start showing.
Neat 100.9 FM Suni. Na ene Friday, May 13, 2022. And time just about gone 1:30. Now in the studios, the from ADAKABRI Mahmoud Oshioma. Na my producer as usual, Panyiniko Jodamiado. And Obo Michidom. Na me wapase Magjerry. Osai Ajimai. And ono so no water na na ekwe free ye ono so service woni technical production no so no on social media handles awodo frema bankro mara michi mapa yabeba panyini ai na fe so no asisiriwa ebata ho one maade nyina na ya safo ene se wo mo ehwe atoto dia man on YouTube they are there, on Facebook they are there na yetimi ahwe ede atoto se de normal esipa ede ekro na pe no technical no so engineering group no achu agbo worker Oteko na Jare, Nana Buaje, na da Sankroma de nyina ye sanemrane se. Sempro. Afei ye de asedan so ye de ama facilities group for no Big Solo ena Dada ena Yaw. Godfrey so ya sanemrane Ubrana. Afei Mapuna ena DJ Bosco na males ya sanemrane se. Tete omo nyina ena tato ye hwe se ye betimi de memanti dwumadie de abremo. Oman se ye yi a meni nyina na yetimi adi eyie. Yetena ase a memanti dwumadie ena ye de bremo. Betimi a WhatsApp yen ewo 05
0600 0909
repeat
050 600 0909
encore
050 600 0909.
right. I didn't me offer ase majali watena se ana ye bedi ho nkomo na ho daily statesman anim no
and Friday.
Or say AFDB, African Development Bank, plans Africa's recovery in Accra. So no,
yes.
It was more planning Africa's recovery in Accra. No, and the Ghanaian Times also saying, also since its establishment in 1963, Ghana to host historic African Development Bank AGM in Accra from May 23 to May 27, and then the new Crusading Guide Weekend One, stimulating Africa's recovery. African Development Bank meets in Accra.
Yes.
And Sana Omapia Ghanaian Chronicle or say hosting African Development Bank in Accra will inure to Ghana's benefit. And I feel so no the finder you are not being fair to Africa. Nana Adodanko Ekufu Ado and kind of sarum. I say you are not being fair to Ghana and to Africa. Gentie comments is so trade minister. Okay. The new China in Africa. Okay.
I can say, at the risk of sounding a bit boastful, that as one of the main architects of the African Continental Free Trade Area. And that is how come we ensured that we'll campaign to have the headquarters for the African Continental Free Trade Area in Ghana. That was the first pillar of our Ghana-Africa strategy. And the other components of the strategy, we are going to develop Ghana as the logistics hub for the continent. We are developing Ghana as the manufacturing hub for the continent. All these industrial initiatives I'm talking about, they are geared towards making Ghana, if you like, the new China of Africa, making Ghana the new manufacturing hub. So it takes time. And I think that we are at a point where the fruits of our labor will start showing.
Neat. 100.9 FM. These are the words of Trade Minister Alan John Kojo Chematine, Ebenezer Presbyterian Church, Abra moderator, Joe Mante, Etiwanum. Majali. And then newspapers say, "Oh, no, top stories."
Yo, wofa a newspapers in the ana yenchia yeti ofo ne ahwefo nyina e de ba mementi dwumadie so e wo neat 100.9 enne Friday na wofa the finder de obokrata na omampanyin nimfoni eboha kama osresre na enisan say o keka bia kire credit ratings agencies womo a aya na womo kire say yesika asem say koyie anase enkoyie no eno no mampanyin ka say aya na say bibimamu say mo de susudia na ba beto ye ho a ase dia mo enhye da ma emu na hoyie emfa amayen because bibimamu obi anim shocks ahodo a aya na ye fam ahohia aya na yekom enti ana ya emu oya se do bi beka no emu oya se obehwe yi na abibiman na credit ratings yi wo mo di susu dia beto ye ho na wo mo nhwe enoma bi mu na mum na wo mo de yen etotototo aman bi a yegidi se wo mo de sabio wo ma bo mo bere wie na ama obehwe na ye credit ratings no na akọ de etia ye na no enoma mpanyin wakasa ede afa ho a eda finder de obokrata enimu ho ofa new weekend crusading guide ose nei Africa ɛyɛ abibiman ɛyɛ AFDB wɔn ba bɛhyia ɛwɔ ɛyɛ nkran mantamu ha na ɛno no utumi sɛ ɛyɛ abakɔsɛm yie paa sɛ deɛ di kan a wɔn ɛba bɛdi wɔn hyia mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ nkran mantamu ha ɛde nipa mpempempempempempempempempem ɛyɛ firi abibiman mu ni titiriw paa wɔn sikasɛm totoyɛ paa wɔ abibiman mu deɛ wɔn di mu akɔtene no wɔn nyinaa ɛbɛba ɛyɛ Ghana ɛyɛ nkran ɛha sɛ ya dwumadie no ɛbɛkɔ so kama ofa Daily Post a yewura Haruna Idrisu ɔno ɛna domkuma no ɔda no ɔda Daily Post animu na ɛdeɛ na ɔka ɔsɛ NDC wɔn gyegya wɔn ho ɛne ɛnra me interview ɛyɛ youth national youth organizer ɛdema NDC ɛyɛ Pablo ɛnra ɛwɔ me dwumadie so saa sɛ mu ɔno koraa no otia so yie paa sɛ ɛnyɛ ade a NDC wɔn bɛgyegya wɔn ho ɛyɛ 2024 abatoɔ no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛkɔ wɔn ntena hɔ nyɛ nhwɛhan wɔn mfɔ wɔn nsa ɛnhyɛ wɔn damri fam ɛntena hɔ ɛnyɛ nhwɛhan ma obi ɛmfa ɛyɛ adango ɛndaadaa wɔn ɛnkɔ kakyerɛ wɔn sɛ ɛyɛ adoe daabi na mmom deɛ wɔn ka ne sɛ abatoɔ no ekɔ so sɛdeɛ yɛwura Haruna Idrisu ka no na ɛkɔba sɛ wɔn ho sɛ adeɛ ne nkɔyie akɔyɛ one sided ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛkɔ ɛma nipa baako pa ɛne bambo mu nsɛm no deɛ NDC fo bɛgyina wɔn nan so na bambo mu nsɛm no wɔn atumi atoto ne yie paa kyerɛ sɛ wɔn akasa bɛdi kan abɔ wɔn ban ansa na mfofo ada na wɔn kwayɛ nti wofa Daily Post a ɛda anim hɔ sɛ bɛfu a yɛwura Haruna Idrisu ifoni nso da hɔ Ghanaian publisher ene efiada yi ɛdeɛ na ɔka ɔse NDC yɛka manyokuo paa de ase na Ghanaian publisher yɛka ho Yɛwura Kwasi Pratt Junior ifoni da ha ɔse yɛ papa yi aka sɛ NDC wɔn enya manyokuo a mfasoɔ bi ɔmo so buroni bɛka sɛ useless inti gbei ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛno so ɛyɛ Ghanaian publisher ɔno so wakwitwiri ɛde aba betu anim hɔ a ɔkyerɛ sɛ Yɛwura Kwasi Pratt ɛna ɔde sɛnsɛm wei ɛde tu dwa na ɛyɛ Chronicle ɛnɛ Chronicle asɛmɛso ɛde anim Yɛwura Kandapa ɔyɛ National Security Minister na ɔsɛ ɛnɛ obɛhwɛ na gota na bobobobo amanfo sisi gota na deda amanfo ka mu obi kodi fufuo na gota na ekuta no obi kɔ na ene ga bi kra na ɛyɛ na gota kuta no gota ise di ahimu ɛne wudru ɛyɛ temaport hɔ de a obi a ɛna me national security obi a me national security onya gota ba ku bi kuta na ɔse national security ɛno ɛna Yɛwura Kandapa Wabomadi ade na ne adi akire ano se hey mo amota mapoto na national security ekuta gota ede namza mu national security fo no bi ya get out mu free ho eti Chronicle kire se we yi wo ma free ho na we redeploy omo ne no edo wo makwakwose ba bi foforo eti Chronicle amanebo a ene odi aboye nse Yɛwura Kandapa National Security Minister anamuntu a ono nso watu no a ɛyɛ asɛm kɛse paa a ɛno nso ɛda ɛyɛ Chronicle anim ha sei na wofa ɛyɛ Herald is saying ɔsɛ ɛnɛ die ɔdoma koma na bɔdeɛ ɔde doma man Ghana ɛno na amanfoɔ ate asimu yi a wɔn capture yo wɔn ba bɛfa ne nyinaa ne sɛn ne nyinaa ne fa ɛnra ye finance minister Yɛwura Kanofurata ekomodi ono oman ne diye a ejapade ho nsensem ba na o se hwe omo de omo ntuntwini yo eyo obi adwen se wo mayi wo mani da bi da na eno na Herald se se wo hu ye kan yo se ejapade no amanfo e de ba beba ama omo e de capture odoma nkoma no na bode o de adom yen e se mfasode e de bro man no we de be ko nipa bi botom inti eno no eye Herald ono so ne dia ode ababetudwa na wofa eye ABC News eno so eda ha sei na ɔse ewiase afa na nyina sikasɛm no ɔfa yɛsɛ atoto apansam iti yɛ ka na kyɛ sɛ enkonko yɛsɛ Ghana nko a baabi anwe atete apansam ɛno so ɔde ɛho nsɛm ɔde aba abɛto ha na wei ɛna insight ɔno so se MPP mrahye badwani a ɔwɔ ɛyɛ English amanfro Botiano English amanfro a yɛfrɛ no Honorable Yewura Sylvester Tete wakasa ɛne sɛn yɛnka bi hyɛ mu ne yɛte sɛ ɛyɛ wɔma ɛma ɛnyinam kanea wɔma ɛma yɛ nsuo utility service providers yi wɔn se wɔn de nneɛma egu nkrataa so wɔn de akɔkɔma ɛyɛ PURC adan a ntumu a wɔn hwehwɛ nie 148% ɛna ɛyɛ 334% ɛkyerɛ sɛ wɔn ani abere a wɔn pɛ sɛ ntumu kɔ soro na ɛno ɛna mmarahyɛ badwani se ɛhene ha prɛ kondia mu penie adan sɛdeɛ nneɛma mu nkɔ yi a nneɛma ma dene ntumu deɛ monte ɛna mo baba bɛgye sɛ ntumu wei ntumu deɛ nya man mom na mo afei ɛna mo de akɔkɔma PURC a yɛhwɛ anim a wɔn gusu yɛ stakeholder consultations eti ɛno na MP wadwa papa ɔda ha na so ɔsere ɔbɔ ne coat kama nso wadwa wɔ ne tirim yɛsɛ ntumu wei kora wenya adeɛ kora sɛ akɔma de gu nkrataa so ɛde kɔma PURC sɛ wɔn nyɛ bibi mfa ho eti inside the wobɔ krataa nea ɔno nso de aba abɛto hɔ no hey osimwe Daily Dispatch ɛne sɛn yɛse Daily Dispatch akasa ɔse Yewura Kennedy akompreko Japan MPP 2024 wɔma ebetu frankaa ɛde ama amanyokuo no ɔno nso ɔde ne ho agyim ade na watena se ni ɔse David sɛ de anoma ɛkɔ no nso de ne ho gyim eti Yewura Kennedy Japan na ani bi ana mpo ne yɛ bobɔ enra ne yɛ bobɔ bi wa ha wo hwɛ ne nsɛm ne de ya sɛ de ɔkan no sɛ obia no obetima ka kyerɛ ne sɛ osi fom obia no obetima ka kyerɛ ne sɛ ma ne nkɔ eti na ɛhɔ no na mbisa sɛ sɛ mpini de wudi dadaw na emu deɛ no bi bɛka sɛ si fomi nti yɛ madwen sɛ sɛ yɛ papa yi ade no pɛsɛ ɔde ne ho gyim ɛne sɛ Daily Dispatch de aba bɛto hɔ yi sɛ ɛneɛ Honorable Kennedy akompreko Japan ɔde ne ho agyim sɛ gidi ɔno nso ba bɛpɛ ɛyɛ Ghana mampanyen edi a ɛho nsɛm ɛno nso da ɛyɛ Daily Dispatch anim hɔ yɛmfa Ghanaian Times sɛ ɛnɛ African Development Bank wɔn annual general meeting a ɛba bɛkɔ so kurenie ayɛ ne gyesɛm bɛhyɛnse abusumi ya ne da ɛtɔ so aduonu mmiɛnsa ɛkɔ akɔpem ɛyɛ ne da ɛtɔ so ɛyɛ aduonu nson ɛyɛ wɔma dwemu bɔbɛw yie papa ɛwɔ aman ahodoɔ sikasɛm totoyɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ abibima mu ɔmo nyina ɛba bɛhyɛ nipa mpempempempempem na ɛba bɛhyia a no nso adagye ɛne poso a nei daily Ghanaian Times ɛde atodwa na sɛdeɛ awaka no ɔsɛ since 1963 wɔn nyɛ bi wɔ ha da ɛne sɛ wei deɛ Ghana yɛba bɛ host ɛyɛ Africa Development Bank Daily Satellite kasa na obisa ɛno no ɔkyerɛ sɛ Finance Minister Yewura Kennedy na de tudwa sɛ Ghana ha deɛ price control wɔn aba bɛkyerɛ obi sɛ fa wɔn ama kɔgye sɛ ana na aba bɛkyerɛ simasi sɛ wo ahyentu adeɛ no gye sɛ da bi da ɔsɛ bi ni Ghana ha o Yewura Finance Minister ɔsɛ bi ni Ghana ebɛsɛ ne control prices no to obi asɔre ya ano ama no ɔbɔ ne tirim a na ne price no de ahwe wɔ bɔ ne tirim ano akyerɛ sɛ sei na ɛteɛ bɔ ne tirim no akyerɛ sɛ sei na ɛteɛ itini nyina aka ho bi na ɛma yɛbɛka sɛ ɔman no emu ayɛ den ɛnyɛ ne saa na ɛtɔ na bi a ɛnam sɛ prices no ɛno amaboɔ tumi bia ne so sɛ aban no betumi aka sɛ kyenkyene afa wɔagye sei ne nti no obi asɔre ya na ɔno so na deɛ ne sɛ deɛ ɔtɔn no na ɔde ahwim na ɛkyɛ sɛ yɛ nyinaa nso yɛdi akyire wantɔ abɛn ne deɛ ɛno na yɛ nyinaa complain so sɛ ɛnoama ɛboɔ ayɛ den Ghanaian Observer kasa wɔ ha na Ghanaian Observer deɛ ɔka ne nyinaa ne sɛ nei ɛyɛ African Development Bank wɔn hyia mu die ɛba bɛba so ɛwɔ nkran ha ɛyɛ busumi ya ne deɛ ɛtɔ so aduonu mmiɛnsa no wɔn de ba bɛdwendwen abibiman kwan yɛ bɛfa so na ne sikasɛm a atete apansam no nyinaa no yɛtumi asoso ano na ma bibia kɔ yie na ofa ye daily statement na said of di kan boss no ya de anei hyehyɛ sonko kra na African Development Bank wo mhia mu de eba bekoso nhia mu a eba bekoso e won kran hase no wo ba bedwendwen na wo mahu sɛ abibiman kwan ben so ne yebefa de ne yebɛyɛ na sika sema atete apansam a nei yehu eye kotoko mfa kra nhia mu de ne yebɛyɛ de afa ho etimi aboa ama abibiman sikasɛm eso etimi agina nan so na ofa okunini na Daily Graphic Ejapa deal and also your finance minister da ha we pejanensa said your bompa no ozi Ejapa deal no besanya babiem Ejapa deal enya de o mayi wo mani afiri so Ejapa deal eno na ebe ma o man na nya sika e wo fam agudie ho Ejapa deal enhyehyɛ papa baba bekoso eno no Daily Graphic stem ano odene yeso ede anim ho no eno nso eno no na ofa Daily Guide na also ye ni age oman no enigi abem ene sen e-levy ashase ye adwuma gidigidi na se ye beko IMF pa de debi yenko IMF da e-levy ashase ye adwuma ya nei GRFo kra ka se one entity nko da korope etumi nya 1 million Ghana cedis etine je se otumi se sede na omamu no me akoyie papa na hanso na enei eyo mampanyin oni African Development Bank Dr. Akiwumi adesena oda hakama oni mampanyin omuchia na ni mampanyin kan se abibiman yane ye ho awosikasem mu yane ye ho awosikasem mu bia na yafo bonsu ya ne nam ne yesresre ne yava bonsu ya ne nam ne yesresre adan ne yentime ne ye ho awosikasem mu wei ene nsema ye mampanyin the president of the Republic of Ghana osono ba nanado danko akufuado ono so edi atudwa ene waka kire bibiman se ye bede ye ho ewo eye yesikasem mu eti wafasa obisa ya enuama kese ya ededa ye nsema hodo a emu oduyi ededa nkrata ene mu no na ha ena ye de esi ne fiade
yo weye na ba daily dispatch no
aha
emu konkonsa nyina asem na media chi
ene ka kire me
da bia keka kro nyina osu de me ofra so waso me
ene kan intie
na answer na no quick interview bi emra
yo na
interview what no picture no akwasinti oba akobo no
oza
chama akwasinti
chama akwasinti
ai ne bumu ni nwi ena oba so abo na tete na tade ama ye
samum
asem ni
ene bomi mo
chama me mo ha na who te say
obo dia dawo ma bibia
wo aso na chama kwasinti so there in fact or former chairman of the Fomina constituency in the Asante region MPP and nadia or na Asante Kuta no director of operations or hwe no di kuka or den ho kwaku apia abedi chairman kwasinti enede wuntumi bedi chairman kwasinti enede kuka so bedi chairman inti enei adianti eno wono atena se ama report say first second deputy speaker of parliament lawyer Siama yire ena wa chiri kwasinti na pu apa na ni so dufu no ama kwasinti ni bumu ni nwi atete na tade nyina chama dia na ache wo
mini ala gabe na dama bibia boko ya the committee kakre na mitiwa media santaso about because the boy because filling station bio
Santa go filling station no was santaso run about no ye wo firi kuma say ba e wo nifa no so wonom
e wo nifa so omoton that can be fit bio nti ho na ba wura bi to bia o dia afre mi because the check na bia mi wo
the Chinese for no so a won say Chinese restaurant bi so opposite wo bonkum no so
bonkum so pepe
wo mo so Chinese e de papa
ana ha mi me obi di picture ni bia sande me wo mo say accept da ben
wo mo say nanu ya na wakọ na watwekura mai na nsane ne
yewu asiama What to about your two about me? I'm already MP and because the key once. Once I'm a call now, it's been 4 years, almost 4 years. Then what I deal with is 7 years because one and on in a year, and I maybe better with the same matadi. Or Bonnie, even September. I said 3 days before the only a going or chum up what you know. I said, 3 days was I know what chum upload them because you no what or Bonnie. At the Obama so I second wife account and talk to you or nobody what will you let me book to get all Obama. Now you know or not yet to and maybe yet to it will be a picture with Eddie man I could have ended now. What to talk was Santaco was put down you or 8 of the picture of them try the man. I said, when you look at it, 3 years and then there's African in the appointed. In go MP for baby in enough for 3 times. The second one was last week. And you be here for back. Appear outside and was if he ends up to me, the Wednesday with them city and Wednesday they play. And then you be come and say, no, she picked away, see that. And to come after was until the beginner. And no more organization with the picture away back. I Katie attention, I be seen that picture also. And then you
Now, picture way. A rare picture, and I say a photo shop. I had to what I
did. A rare picture, this is going to be everywhere the came, I didn't see the Pierre and Sama. This is some of them who can mamma can say.
I just said, wouldn't to me fear, and then I see what I did to tea.
On any year, or 1 year, I wouldn't feel. 10 years ago, I first second wife.
A year, Chairman, wouldn't to me, I shan't original chairman. And what you can a year hunting and a year air bono and I want no bonnet year.
Or 1 year and the question, become a panel. Let me for some of the apple, baby. Which I made first and the summer palm, I ran 9 o'clock. And I said, we see it. If you only a little bit more than say me, and then the year shower bar, and they will know. Because if you're speaking to me, then could be to enjoy or 100 or 150 matadi. I brought no bonnet.
Hey, every bit as I see it.
And some of you don't go for radio. Put him no power.
I just every bit as big as me see it.
See, what is somebody like I did in Amamia? What's our term of why you be an issue? Okay,
yeah, and Crawford down on who's and someone down.
What do you make a focus to be feeling? 3 days, I wasn't to be in the wife getting 3 days for some getting here. And for some credit, you know, original, and I want to be friends there. What tell me, I'm a classmate. It's a member I'm in the back. If you go, your first person, you make the book to get our attack. Atana, you can't know what you want. Do not what you deny your class with you, but the many sources, you know, only ready. Now, many attackers are also senior, what come at it. And so we use cash in the same. You take scarcely the 3 days, not at the what you say. And you know, won't be boy and I do money. And I got in here. And we are over me, I go to Swaba.
Obia, oh, so say, a year chairman won't to me. Ne say on 10 who was say, wako for bar, I want an account when be and pata being coy. Na wako can na usi chairman won't to me bonnet. Ama wako to so pata na wako di bro, pata for the Udiaba. Na yati yantu was an antiasi, who pata ye, ya bonum. And then ne ubeka say, Andy Ousu, no, or yes, special lieutenant, I want you to me namono. One know this photo way, ebeba, abeka say, a second deputy speaker, right on honorable Siama, and abu, and I want to catch you, Siaman Kasai, Nirin Kasai, Andy Kasai, and I would yasha Andy, I didn't know which Andy Bayasa.
Tapper, if you would be feared. Mina man, street man, can. So on for my Andy. So that's how young and which I'm going to keep us up and again, special. Which I said, I'm the magic, tell my wife and again, I do it. Into one trip, or Bono, name and tell you what to do. And the send the picture man to end in the buyer. Now you be at a bonnet, I do my piano, and the nay. It's something me calm. And then the matter. You know, I mean, no one, it means to be the power. And if I mention the end in the na abranteɛ no ɔno na edi chairman na so ntumi na edi chairman mpanimfoɔ api mpanimfoɔ a wɔdodwo wɔn agigye wɔn nsɛm adeɛ enya sika sra sisi monday wɔmfrɛ me na wɔnhyɛ ne dan yɛ wɔn sansako monday wɔmfrɛ me na wɔnhyɛ ne dan yɛ wɔn ɛtɔ mmaayɛ a wɔn ti n'akyi a wɔn gugu apɛtɛ ɛtɛ yɛ wɔn asisie a nipa mpanimfoɔ paati mpanimfoɔ ɛkɔm de wɔn ɛbi tɛ wɔn ahyɛnto wɛgye emu ayɛ tantantan.
akyɛ sɛ Andy no wɔno ɛtetare ɛyɛ chairman wontumi ɛho no wɔno atumi anya boa mu adeɛ anya ne ho tam ɛde atɔ dan trasako
bra sɛ asɛm a meka bebu a nyankopɔn tua meka asɛm a meka bebu a nyankopɔn tua meka SPC kɔ prami ɛnna bi obu so obi $1,000 dɔn ma o tia sɛ but abranteɛ na yɛ yɛ sam ɛbi a wontumi si ne bɛma house palace no ɛhɔ na ntumi dan wɔtan ɛyɛ hatɔ wo black hatɔ fa gate na wɔta right wokɔ a ɛtie white na wɔta ɔnkɔ a wopɛ 7 wɔta 7 wokɔ tanzakɔ a ne dan yɛsiwam mesi mede ne picture bɛ sande mu sisi a no maka kyerɛ abaya a wɔde n'akyi sɛ ne special assistant ɔgigi yɛ nsuro wɔhwɛ dan a wɔbiri gu nkran ɛmaya a ɛdidi n'akyi abira party adeɛ bɛba yɛ sɛ ɛdeɛ party no aberante afa adwuma na bɛba a wafa sika na bɛba a wafa campaign sika $4.5 million aberante ne fɛ ne nyinaa na na de wura firi sɛ Ghana ha wodi sika biara so wɔka ntoma ɛbɛ refer to Bank of Ghana
sɛ Andy no ɛde campaign sika $4.5 million
ɛno yɛ wuntimi
a chairman no ankasa
na meka sɛ mo ya meboa basika ni moto sɛ de ba wodi kosi alaba no moto
na
ni moto me meka ho bi na bitu wo mo fo no ba nyɛ na na pia na ekisa se bo akyi
$4.5 million
na me na meka kyerɛ
ana efiri
kama sana ale campaign yɛ campaign obi am invest kama o dia sɛ me na meka kyerɛ abante na ayi yɛ sɛ sram kama region no akɔ atopeti ayɛ sɛ yɛn sesa no go for different person emra
tie ken no na kyɛ sɛ MPP Ashanti region chairmanship no ɛnyɛ sɛ yɛ pre abɛyɛ MPP yie ne yɛ pre abɛpɛ ɛyɛ ajapade ana
ntimi deɛ ndɛ deɛ time obae ayi am grama you from scammers me boa tano mo kan ntimi o yɛ scammer o yɛ criminal
court be anya convicting of any crime to ntimi ka so criminal
uturu asanwa omo donke for na wo hu ne mo tumi se we na juma wo ni e so bi ka kyerɛ
na adentina Andy this photo beba beto say no kra
tell me one say me na me tata o enti wo ni picture ne beto na draw attention ni abodua me picture so no pa ma draw picture mo fa me amengaza me say party ni ye go fu go see be MPP na ti wo abra wo ntimi akranchen o be di party kan na nya ho sram party office to ye bi see we have swimming pool o dey dance face to about the party o be ye meeting me say ye kwanja ho e na ye tia santan o be ye ho sram o ba mu o ntimi da sing the room think see ye nu na me to ya o dey ba kwama ni this is happening na o dey ba kwama this is how we do ntimi ye e mu na o mo ti dey on go put that out until ni dan 200 na we o dey ketra na e na be fire ho e na o dey be ye sram na wo community man ne setani e fa na guarantee e ba jodi untimi eni abranche bi no ofiri e sai no e fa na jeku omo gada nkofo a no ho de omo duma no de sojafo omo kreti omo sojafo omo de akosita omo gu oni ye gold no na sa je be je TV so abe tikuso abe kasanta mampoa e sa ko ye beto aba ma MPP eno ni ye na MPP di ya ye host so eki ya ye sabranche ye mfa ne ko
necessary
oh yes ni e ye beto aba na so be party office the committee na me count the committee na me be contract na me ka be the committee me na me ye chairman ai na nan kansa board na ye chairman na me ye advice and na finance committee me a member and na won't na ye chairman what then who ye member ye fund we nya 4.5 million kitchen na beka na 35 billion e boa this car cash e buy 1.8 it's now 180 billion 180 million 180,000 Ghana. The control cement 1,000 baht in the buy. The control bros DBS. The control bros on 24,000. The spend this car 50,000. The care kind in 125. Cement you two cement in I go say 332. I own lost by the and then cancer was the tomai. Ultimate man says I'm over cement in the continent and the universe of the both know that me and again so and there also want to pick with your TV so you go and the one you start will contribute to test the mouth. Let me be one this kind of show on the day after here.
They say won to me what was so to a form one constituency be 20,000 chow Kwakuapia constituency be 10,000 chow Asaribidia constituency be 5,000 chow. Na said delegates so you know so sir and it's a won to me 20,000 chow ya or day to constituency be me. And what that Roma the door so the be union and
MPP for yes I know what you MPP say na me count. Me would you sit abra kwa baba. But me ko to baba that my gane. Ada ye ko tabale wan wo dey see e go sa jon. E go be jaja. What you say? And you sika no mo dia mo dey to aba. O mba to o nya nza. But say what you sika no fan say why aba constituency 20,000. Constituency say o mo ya nya say. Obi no obi penya 15,500. Then no ye the bobla. Nemo mo see party office my. And the party pen for constituency polling station for the party there. What the man want? That's the one you got pay. Ever just 20,000. Never what just can have for Obama. That you. No answer was up. Because who did you know what opposition? Who did you know opposition? Because the ultimate here, MPP is ready for opposition. Ultimate here, MPP is ready to opposition. Get in a whole over this canoma. Ultimate 20,000. Yeah, jam out 1,002 at the time. I convince them. That Omi could be account. The party for you maybe. Obi himself party be aba power. The party for no. Watch on. Another one. Party be aba power. The party take it watch on. That's all yes. And the how is at the door. The who be a tender to your copy window. And the who is all 20 now I am a constituency for. And no man constituency officer be a good account or right about. Here the church about here. Obi abo this year. If you are talking, you could be an account. The whole was under the game. That then is can't buy me. Can't buy out the Kututi Patros. He can't buy out the Kututi Patros. Or pound family course, and I'm in by your Wajika. He can't buy out a branch or the constituency office at the Union Star. Now, some years go back to you. It is here a photo. Now you will get BBC Sadan, Tokotok, Kai, Monoya, by Open to Joshua. I would be part of it. If you want it, what can you go to cow? If you can win, what did you go for to my a jump to good taboo or a daughter? But taboo, what you walk on, you be my one. Who go I'm talking what you walk on one yet. A year's man, so contact what you walk on one yet. That don't know what you walk on one yet. The men what you walk on one yet. But what you walk on one yet. And most also what you walk on. Now, why they go to a banana?
Yeah, no. A regional elections are 27th May, better no. A constituency executives and elders our constituency and a year back money about 20 Nipano and no society. And say 47 times be 15. Say appointees in Yaba to be there. It emphasizes 47 times 15. It is no society. The wounds to say, nay, a moon iodine. I would the boom at dear man Nipanoa. A quany moose anua. Make us say, a can't cheer Gusuama or to the Amano. The Cobada sa near a year one day.
That about idea. That is a mamma said, a Kunana to your mamma. The delegate, you know, a codifica. We mean to the before San here. We mean to. They won't be able to be to study Oka. And they would be a opposition. With the sound of emergency. Because MPP was an original, would be asked. And you need a quite would be any mafia. If you come here and they run it.
And a DNT and Ususo say, fear what she wouldn't to me a bit, you know. And I was so before from a better also, a MPP regional chairman. I wasn't.
They make kind of say about the which ocean 1990, 2004, 2005, you were Yaman SFM. Woody. The more engineer power 2008. Then you were Yaman Kurama, SFM to 1 young company goes no. A increase national vote rate because of 2%, 30.97%. That time I announced over 2016. It will be power. Ashanti region, they contribute to 28.97%. Abufuna sabi NDC na mo ayan bo bon kwanya. Na mo de pamo. Wuntimi the second term here or the year ku. They are 26.5%. Uchiase.
Do the mamimu figures na ma na aka wasem. Say wo hwe Ashanti region a percentage votes no. Say this year na. In 1996 you know. Ashanti region contribute to 29.37% of the national vote. MPP nyaye. Then in the year 2000, MPP contribute to 30% of the national votes MPP nyaye in the whole Ghana.
Yes.
2004, Ashanti region contribute to 30.15% of national votes MPP nyaye in the whole Ghana. 2008, MPP nya 29.01% of national vote MPP nya the whole Ghana. Then 2012, MPP Ashanti region contributing 29.09% of the national vote the whole Ghana MPP nya. Then in 2016, MPP Ashanti region contributing 28.09% of national vote MPP nya the whole Ghana. Then 2020, MPP contributed Ashanti region MPP contributed 26%, 26.97% of the national voter MPP nya the whole Ghana. And the catch yen.
And when the catch says a brand here, we didn't get NDC. And then it was at your point. From a 2016 Urban, a 2028 Urban, a 29. Ultimate Krama, so called so here power, which is when you're 20 and you have 2020 and drop about 26. It will just against me for example, you didn't copy one, you go to the Satanki. You didn't copy one, you go to the Satanki, and the new one, or the Chief Antimano, and then you went. Which is and yes, a black yellow, on Transit. Then the Pana Emperor, you need to bow. Which is emphasize, I went to the car, or that's it, none of what you end. On your campaign, and I'm saying, tell me, open your TV, go to church, cut on the mouth, or to the sheet, and I'm party, as you tell me here, and some way, or to come radios, you want to make out. Everybody getting your bill, and you began your show. Parting in town, and the regime, I see what in Casa, as a Bantu Casa, I go down to Casa, as an Amon Casa, or Pian Casa, and I am, and you want to be. The party over there. Then she had to move now. The end of about what talk about the party. Then we are. If you have a party, be offer. Now I'm in our city every year. Which are money can party among your house. And then so you have to what you can be a man. And that's how we talk cast. And I'll pick up one. But don't go sorry. But don't hammer. But take a guy. Which is a party member who we are such car. Who might have been that? I didn't ever say that. And this is planner. I can't already. And you almost don't hold it. Don't matter about 3 years to 4 years. I will see part of it now. Regional office. Who can give you so? Let me go to test. The way you answer. A black party, anybody. What you say?
A day na delegates ekotwa year regional elections no. A day no mo ntwe o madwene so.
O mo ntwe o madwene enti wasebu a abranche ndi na no. Ah, scammer. Ano ene akatamade. Any partner of the business no. Mo enchi o mo se esesa o mo to aba esesa no. Nyame adom. O mo ane na leader o mo so nyina no. Oba to aba lu. Enti ye etra me say party ni here change. Etra o mo change the constituency officers ni bi no. Ye change the party ni here change. E wo regional level. O chaje. That campaign and you are the buyer. They don't find good classes. A branch any you are Andy. And you could tell about a good home. Or when you're a good. But if you wait as a young as a man.
Na Andy, I walk can answer me.
Andy, no, when you came out. I'm not going to answer. Only you.
Oh, just Andy in the Chechen Yansan or maybe soon. I am.
What do you must speak you or any on the channel? No one now.
Andy, no, I had the full.
Ah, yeah, me catch you. I'm not about to bend one of what. And I'm not over to empty for Panama branching to woman.
Just Asante MPC no. Or no Andy, a young Safu, a watch be the funo, a Jojo woman.
Between the men who got to say, a branch only go to empty for now. Cabby, I'm a row.
No, one bank can have no more than 1990 or so.
Oh, now you better. No, I better. Let's get a party better. It is time I've got into your becker.
Oh, I said, almost
back. No, go to empty for party or party second before. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to make before go for one part and the maker.
Andy, yeah, can Nymphia Becobe saying.
Oh, it's about 35 years.
Ah, I feel 135, 36 years, and a Jojo MP voice.
Be catch it all. Yeah, that's what I some national debate ever to about. MP for platform to not branch and I got to say, or no say you that's about the time. Now say you got 10 minutes and I go out to the department access. I won't catch up for warning or platform. Okay, I send a branch and I go. And don't you that do us for the end.
I just a 35, 36, 37-year-old, and you know, and now what the MPP home at to Ada or Trasaco.
Me see, you also be damn in Ombra and the channel.
Hey, and the question is, I'm about
ah, never got I come. Me, if you say me by, the other day I'm talking some way. Into me, Mexican, and something when you can get it. We are the pet, you be a point. Never a point of the first one. You're making your papa. You're not no party. Every sample for himself, and you do something. I am Casatan. MPP composition. That's something very much here.
The MPP, echo position, now something very much here.
I sent many much here.
I see anything.
I see anything. MPP, I have Santa Mine, and a Santa Mine MPP.
Oh, a department, MPP party,
my party, no, I want to keep the man here. That's what I have to attack the protocol. Some of they don't be from the other something I do. But a branch here wing, I'm a Santimai and Mutia. I have budget to
a branch debut of Facebook, Lawrence and Ponsa Freeman. What's it as a feel is we are bitter? And then I'm a woody yausa.
The media on the party, party, the media. And yet, me, what I say, me, MPP, that's not power. That gamma economy, the BA. No matter what bank, I want to be here. I'm the Hamic man. The prefer not that say, that is every phone. And this can be the free by the amount of the Bobra. That's how you want here.
Enti, a year, Gemma won't to me pencil. Na what me up a dom. Na I represent a year 26% of the total vote of a year national voter MPP. Everybody assented by that 26% no representing just under 1.7 million. And some more.
27%. Here was saying about 26. Every time you buy 28, and about 26. And that necessary to come you. A babu, and you say, guy at your conco, as I say to me, the Jabba at your conco. What you say, if more less divide. What you say, if the objective was, I don't put here, it means somebody.
I just see a more per 3 million votes in the next election beyond. Who so say, Chema won't to me, a bit me a producer 3 million votes estimated.
If from 6% about 20, if you 28 at about 26, and then I said, what Shannon is a Samaritan. What Shannon is a Samaritan. Party here, new face. Party here, new face. Okay, I want to be the other party on the party as over to Abatia.
Now, won't to me,
yeah, Nana Boma.
Aye.
One year, to me, and can be. François, why you regional organizer?
Adamacon.
I said, you're resourceful. But all you do, François, when you were done, person, or your doctor, I will tell you, a branch you would think in the next package and buy it. And the back of the world. Now, could I get, yeah, no, over pick up, that's François.
Now, Gadus and a human is saying,
I want to meet personal secretary.
Na awura no aware.
Oh, I want you men call and there. One worry, but I want you men call.
There's on worry dear na obi musa dear warrior but ni nyatwa so on worry.
Don't worry.
And na chese ono so no MPP no ho no anya no hotam.
What say, Tam? I'm a party penny for. I'm a truck of meeting with intimacy. And then, you know, you don't know. I come the end. I can't see us. I'm not. You go to train and come to us.
Yes, I don't and the chow sunu mo no.
Ah, now, sabi, no, my woman, young Baba, clear. My young ba. It's also a clear. I would to me, back at the me. You are 12 hours from now, count. You are 12 hours from power count. You are 12 hours just to account. And you can't tell me, I wouldn't concentrate. What has also who bet you at the 47, what's in your berry? What you mean? What you want? And then men are going to do what you knew from 9 years. But sit home. I don't know to home. Now, me, I also.
No, no, wouldn't to me. Obaka say, fear 9, Emma Edra, Ubia, Senate, and Uncle wouldn't to me, dear. Was see any. Was see a dear the buyer, Momano wouldn't push, and then I'm more trouble.
Yeah, see, and there. You are celebrating Yako, not could be. But also about power. Now, and say, and you be free. A banker seen by said, young fan go back on can, and another know what. No, and call. Another really them. Was she said, part, what your family. And you need another call. In January, I call president. And I'm coming to the let's say you are paying as a baby. I say, oh, a crown. Young son, and train and Subama, and give you to the poor. Ubeti, that I am West. Now, your politician, one will say you're paying your come despite. Angel, Cocutin, what is almost a crowd? The time cut our 4 million. Ubeti, open business mind, and you bet me. So, when you depart, I would just go to, I would just be so when you go to the MPP to be money. Okay, and not be any account what a call gra. Come to a better and Copa Tower, on your own post. And none of the anyway.
Ah, none so no. Asarabedi akon akọ Wayirepa FM na wono wobekire se o mpanifuo ne kasai ana osi forma wuntumi ono kra de wogya akire ko America busumi nsia akire oba ne se ana kra yepo ayehu na emum no ahoboa kakra wo ye no wasi etimi da wase eno nso so ene ye de ba se Asarabedi akọ se I was paid cash ana mejia ma wuntumi eno so Asarabedi akọ kamui wo mo so de so bo obo andi na andi no ye hwan.
Ah, Mr. Me want to hear the father who focus at party got you man then which is man can't say what like empty before man can't grant them. Me can oh the two of you baby a benche enche say the two for that one here you can't more about them and look been a young team of staff who's the meeting of staff you of anybody you know said you I tell you very campaign I just tell them and this all the party.
Na ye ken so yi esi kwaku apia woginam Asarabedi akwa woginam ese de mo tete ho na ma cosplay ama untumi asan abo
me say asanto ge omo so betu a emfa woni ni ba wo te ebre abano mi modi ba kwa wi
nu modi ne mu ba kwa wi ni
na ya na tate a ona ma wo te kan Thank you, the qua. Then you go. On what the friend can say. Come on. One country, it's an idea. Or do you come out of the dog? So, for you could be a council. One farmer. If you give you. What you have no question for the bow on pocket. The 20,000 so much. 10 will be a dinner. In first, 20,000. Will be better than 2,000. Put me and I wanted to be. Then can you any own ton and car? Office can go on with you. Someone to Tiano. Go away.
If free Ashanti region, if free a year Harry Poco pen so be drew Nino. Obia di fear what we are and fear doing Siada and fear to me that.
If you want to be a con. If you want
to be a confuse what you are, next week.
O confuse what they ever said and no yato and no coin outside by. What you said. When you wait, honestly, young uncle. Santa Maria, what got Santa Maria? One group was the time of one. Could you keep so? Katika Bofu said, "Fast dress." After that, Santa Mana, who could one.
Now, who knew to me who Chairman Cosinti, who knew to me one at the brofo?
Ah, maybe that, Kwame. Obashami management.
Oh, Nata management is a young brofo.
That be because Obashami and the word is management.
And your management, what's the wound to me? What you want to work out for money, and you was only wound to me one at the brofo.
Mr. Brofo.
We are sure.
Ah, we will press school, but we polish him. Oh, no, go pembe. You go for my what is it? Brofo.
Oh, Quamas, the
Oh,
for minute, tea, I'm a dear secondary school.
Yeah, man, maybe a famous amount. I'm going.
Hey, sir.
Ah, me years 92.
Oh, and I dear Nakoma MPP, you know. I say, a B and your BBR, and there's a bit so any and what time. I
did any woman. And I young and young bingo. And a power also be free say. A power 8 years, a daily per power. Nemo, if the party is not power, if you say Nippon benefit, and I'm a boy. I don't say you excess a wound to me and also so fair part of the Kunyan to a monk. Yes, a second number. I don't care about what body. The friends I wasn't for that.
Aye.
But yet, but a branch of this a table, a Santa Reggae, a Santa Reggae. I partner at that one is my better. Partner who that at Santa Reggae. What don't go cooking? None of the way comes out, they will give me for company. That I don't do. Head downward. That's not what I put me down. Me different from Alan Tamateko, Nanado. Or didn't who feel one friend. Or friend, why don't you support it? Memoir. You know, let me do it. In an hour, you do it. In the few, but yet,
now, one more so say. Hey, you don't know what Why last minute, and I could find the best friend I can't then say, Unsim farmer wound to me. No, you're back to saying.
Why, when I go back, no, only my good of abundance. That's all gather. That time, that good for the guy, then one doing the more. Now, come on. Of abundance, a good one, and let you be the election or Ghana. What did you keep us worried? It's a different time, but down on what I George of the Kabi, I can't do it myself as will be the book. Daddy, Nanam Kata, and not perfect. Party or be over, and he must new patriotic party candidate. But he will never do that. What I say, I put one. Or the overstep, you must be better do what the MPP. Officer, Fabio, a good father, the Uncle Puma, the DK party. And to all fair. You hear me say, you hear. Now, you can say, you need to put the other. Come friend, I was it. Whom you are. You do our country. Oh, I want to die. So much of it.
And where you are working, the delegates to my wound to me over a day of our Sinti.
Oh, saying I am why you go. And then, the guardian is here. Someone's under that. Because party, put to be in the party anymore. And you will
the wound to me, we need the just say MPP Asantina and Abutu.
Abutu. The Pani
You got none. A brandy, our war Joy FM. A brantiqua, Western Amwa. And what say? So we MPP. Now, Kunona, and near Santi. Now, Santi say a dream as well. You must consider it. Nessa was here to my wound to me, as a Butu dia. At the end, I just say, Muntmin Casamoya, MPP, no, Mokron near Santio.
Tabio, then if I general obtain my enemy. Only when you're 28, or one second term, when you're 26. Or no, I say, because she didn't end the year, now resign, one resign. And then it's about you do about the next year. For some time, I will put about the market. For my team, correct, I will put about my team. Which is Obiangata. But you know, what I'm ready. I
Party,
first one for the what's my fat? I say of NS, my fat, regional executive, what's my fat, constitution executive, my fat, police station coordinator, what's my fat. Now, we don't know what you're who feels on me and what you're
Omunkwasi woman yano de agye say about 27th naturally and ye be hunu.
plan here can say. The plan the very good, you know. I beg you to normal 20 hours. That is yeah, fighting the man. And there's no much to be known to
and teenage just 20,000 per constituency in the Kuano. Yes, almost any being count.
Yeah, the way it is. We are going to get a Cochescania amount, a very 1,000 here. Now, 1,000 bank at your back.
Oh, just 1,002, sir.
And that is 1,000 years. What are you going to wear one day?
I just said, because I said, what you want to me the 1,002. Now, what a year Quapi so there 600, 9,008. Now, I just said, I could see 300. Say 2,001. The 2,000, oh, me as I come home, I said 2,001. It's what did he?
Because me, Pella. Me, Mahoka, me, Petal, the Bama, Baker. I am a fan. You can't be a year about to buy. Let me support on that. Obi a mecha dia man bida. The floor ni ewu amankwa bae. E dey kodi neki. Obi a mecha na dia mo man bida. E na wuti bi bae. E kodi neki bi. Obi a mecha dia man bida. Ma di bida. Wuti bi kwa be constituency ya. Me na bi bottom ska de constituency bo no. Se be wuti bi na dia man. O pa mo friend bida. Me enya tata. The chance to we ya kike na nya no na de bobra. De de bobra no se. O be lead party no. Se bia protocol bia ba. Na obi to man temo. Ye ni ba. Wọ́n pẹ́ jùmọ̀ yẹn ní wọ́n sọ ní sinimá wọ́n yẹ jùmọ̀ náà máa mi nsakúnà no. Sẹ́ màá ntẹ́ wọ́n nyina yẹ kásẹ̀ o abáwọ̀ yìí bá yẹ ẹ̀nà abirante o yẹ jùmọ̀ yẹn ní màá mi nsọ abúlé àbá. Ẹnu lè hiya ẹnu ẹna hiya na protocol ẹ̀ bẹ́ba okọ̀ hẹ́ tọ́ fà yẹ tọ́ ọ̀nà sẹ́ kújà sọ sẹ́ yẹ tọ́ bá nsẹ́. Adakabri ẹ̀hún wọ́n sọ ní yẹ ká. Polisi bẹ́ba ẹ̀ kọ́ di ẹ̀ǹdì wọ̀. Immigration bẹ́ba wọ́n ti fi so kọ́ ẹ̀ǹdì wọ̀. Ìpíà bẹ́ba bíyà kọ́ ẹ̀ǹdì wọ̀. The same here, but you will have to be the win. You will answer a person, Yaman Quabi, the win, and you may have to so open a regional organizer. Because I got put in one I pick up. So a chama, the go for not regional organizer, and I want to now open power. No, you have to do good. For me, I'm drunk. Which is the environment. I guess I want to see things. Okay, a friend, a query friend. So, on that time, we are very good. That I want to put it, and that will find for that. That was the key of the that was one. Okay, they said, would be a damn year, MPD or MPD would be. Then I did not go coming, which we never saw it. Again, all the year. And the business of the party here. And your business of the party here. I'm on an environment. See, I'm going to pay you myself. When I'm MP for us, and this MP for us. Which I say, one could pay any more. And did not come of radio. Now, 10 minutes, I know we are paying 10 minutes every bandy. But to cake, and you push you off. And you have a part of the mountain in the yard. What is that? What is so what's the one in the yard? And some beside the family of the Kuta party of Ghana. And so I blank here and so. Oh, be a party, the video. No party. I think see, 10 minutes time, especially as I go to know we are here. It's too much a choir, 10 minutes of our food. What nonsense, wait, it's a yes, also. For me, independent as I yet having who to me, or every time even in the go going on. Now, who is not also the chill, I could do more. They won't be for so. Okay, I know, and the church, I have to stop blanking. Yes, she said, for me, Obi kasa se manya MPP. Enso esene katama. Omoko. What you say? The bar. Esene katama no ekwa na ano e de tiesi. Na yam papa we so fuwe e tiesi. The job pa mo be tie. The parliament be ya e be nya majority a. Ye be timi atwa na djuma kama no. What you say? Am be nya dikasa na be kasa ntama kwa. E mo gwa ho djuma ho ye. The sabran te obi e fa no kobi. Ye diri kobi am dia asante no di. The Dirico Biema, as a butu, and no be a yemubi, a party penifua, Yasolia, the party penifono, Yaki, or one year party no. And then yes, he cannot never talk about the other Muslim. And fear the idea of I don't. And fear that, yeah, and I am to watch that going to me, or yes, I don't. Someone to a bed young. Therefore, committee, the man is covered under region. Como já me disse, não muito me descarmar. O fai. And then, was one of our media houses. and all this stuff, so one can be back. And no, I got that kind of a bull ticket. What you say? You better twist your pa. What you say? You better twist your own and ready. You said that is the job. About the party. I am you, we have to eat, we have to eat. Yaka, yes, a sound to you. The bit of about 8 years. What you say? What to me on better time? Land we and another go. Buy. So for every day, like what? That time to go to the Accra and Ablaka. Then I was come a Kotoka. The taxi camel. How would you read that man? I also got to test him. And then I was about to get a corner. Why did you know? I'm a party and everything now. Young travel away. That's just under regulation, and it's a fool. And a woody. Or the enemy that is wrong with me. I'm poor.
Hey.
Oh, that make a show. Oh, you mean, but you buy me. Or Sadia make it. We should have won that one here. Let's make it anymore one. One time. Me, Madame Young. They knew young. And the papa not young as something region, and I'm digging time out of my degree. Now, but you are on that only this and the moon. Oh, but you go to make it as a man. Who was cut out them of
Tisiano. Ayawudia, Emrantia, Nemaba, when it be AD, say, or Mutia won't come or ya, when ye di. Echo, we say, as a woman, a bopat, nature domoa, or more air, yeah, but then soon as a nipper be in Jessica, and as Uncle Day, Maba, what em rantiano, as a dear ye, dear crying ye be. Now, that's that possible. I'm not going to win. I don't know what I do, what in my party. I brought about your prefer Mohammed. So, who I brought the idea. Some of them about what you want to do. Okay. Oh, good. Who to be content that? I don't know if you do to action of a feeling. What you don't want to do to be action of you know. Which are the advantage of what card, your son, a buzzy. I don't know when they did it. I told you a few. Which I said, because you won't be going to be up by Jack again. Oh, Pierre, the son of them and a better idea of what to do anymore. Then you know, and somebody took my airtime. Well, yeah, it's a delegate. Only a would be that you have to delegate make up. Only to catch you, Joe. And Tinina, young to say, oh, Chairman Quasinti, a second deputy speaker of parliament, a lawyer Siama, Nayere Emo entity Ontario. Bravi, do not make the manufacturing and go point. The number of MCM and such. You can see my last 2 another 4 5. I have a passion airline. What you first class, and anyone I'm getting when you go. In Cody, you see my own, or you have been the ball back. And I tell my, yeah, private to get the ball back. Because you. Obi say Kurano, so we'll go or go see my animasi, or go see my animasi, or go see my animasi. I bet you see, and I see my friend. Let me leave the talk. And the minute I'm cutting on top of the it's a Siama. Let me say, and I do a couple of young now, friend. Opa won't know my friend. All that was in the man, I'm in. I'm a serious. You come on, didn't mean that. Oh, teenagers are what you say will be a sort of form. I want to say, when you see a man, ne be a Montamu Mosa, in the other day, or Mabun, some mamishim, no one casses Siama in our bono. Not just say, I campaign a million. I don't bet someone. So my attention, I could see. Let me get campaign. I don't tell you something, I'm the other campaign. That's all I'm talking about. I mean, people, yeah. I say, my 3 years in a cancer. I make a joke. My friend. I also used to be one. I run with them. And I used to be a home film. I mean, what kind of thing, but I couldn't mount here. Then the speaker, I did say they say, and it was oh, and Peche. Well, yeah, Chamazinti, Mumusuna campaign. Mamma, I don't know much. On to be on for I do not have a communal labor. It's a sort of your palmable and fierce. And this is our party. Or maybe I could 12 a black party to what? The power. And I most want to Noma, Namu, or Denone as a Rebediaco, the war na a Muna house. Why? You, Mate. You, I mean. abanga so obi abedi di peche na kwasinti said the asimesi akoi emrante ni mabawa na chese 35 36 37-year-old aide to a regional chairman allegedly making so much money say ono atoto da wo trasa kwasisi ada wo hilltop ewo kumase e wo cars ahodo na secretary so di akire so atoto adan atoto cars hey sense ka mo party no musa chairman
ADAKABRI asemu mitie bi na mi di bi ye futuo na de ekoso ne de mi se utie ya na but empe bebre na asa ne ma ADAKABRI e wo say yetimi ehwe na yetimi ehwe ne background ne kakra because background so be boa se be nipa na ejuma ben na oye o ejuma bi oye deda obu oye ejuma ben so hu obu oye farming bi kura person so sorry anopa bi amahun so okoba nti unim so oye bibi sa ne ma we nyina ye take into consideration ehwe se the sources of funding ewe and sana yetimi agina super kase asimesi we adie we ana sa amanyoko yi ana se nipa asimesi ode no watare no na ebia onye sika bi fi no ho jump into such conclusion na ye be mistake if we don't take into consideration niema nipa na ye in fact nipa ankasa ye before ankasa no enche na ye conclusions but who so be nam ho na be cause no pese we are very accurate report or the man we also timi edomusuko unless ebia chairman ko sinti pese o chese omo adomusuko yes omo background check ema all indicators point say baby a omususu ye eye wo mo say the sources of funding if you know eno ho asem na omoka unless that but other than that as omo yes background check in there I will say it's better say background check will be made and sana yes our wild allegations say on your friend is public to the public sir you know ADAKABRI okay me that is the only thing I can say about it because osha emwo public space you know just say public figures you know me bring a crebe on ya kabi ne da but e bi obedo musuko be ko na bia na asem na entesa ntino unless the chairman city as I know him personally as I know him to be say bi omo do musuko omo say no baby omo point say e hona sa ankrofoi omo nya o music events if only so omo do musuko say true dia then not just say I have nothing more to say than to say it's unfortunate but say omo nya do musuko there before they make this word allegation also to me that background check to know nipa no baby ni sources baby onye sika ni fi ansa na mo de omoni ebuse eye ha e bia na ntisa
na sa bitterness ebemu a ya na eya de pa ma brand na na
enya de pa e de ma brand no ba akoye human institution ni de ubenya nipa se bio adwene ne nyepe obi asun de we odwene obi asun de we a otuna na mo obi asun de we oye ne niema efa obi wo ho a bibi ni won se we fa mo akra fa kraman ne fa ejina mo omo mienu nyina esu no ye de tena amanyoko mu mane yeyi ejina ma su no ohu bibi a otimi tena sidin na ohwe na obu ade ni che no aye din onye hu dede enso niema ebofa ne hwena no aye din no aye alert no susu ade we ebe menjompo ana menyesen ana menjwan komechi ana esi no ono no o take any action ana just oko onye dede nanso kraman at the same thing kraman be hu obe start so ye dede sisi obe de nanso adin kra ben kra biting kra bon timi might it is suban no akoye ahodo mienu obu abikitu e bi na oye alawo blo oye an dede obu so abiki obe hwa ade ni din ya make sure ade na me hu ade me susu na no na me hu na se de ansa na waktimi aba out akan bibi obu so e chance ya na ge so this characters two ni na ewo ya manyo nsem ya te talk about branding. It is a branding no ebebo embo ejina the players na omoboa ama branding no
asisia no utie trade minister o say edru say African Continental Free Trade no ebetimi use a leverage ama Ghana abeye the new China of Africa the Ghana abeye the manufacturing hub ewo Africa utie Ghana mampanyini another dan kwakufu ado or say credit rating agencies omtimi ye references na hwan wa CAA+ poor na hwan nyina no na ama obidia ye nyina so deny African countries certain opportunities are comparative analysis with North American European countries no entimi muayen then quite historic. The African Development Bank, Womu Ebet Nasi Abe planning a year Africa's recovery. That will share a year after Second World War. Marshall Plan, a quite fast swap, yetimi recover a year Europe, Europe baby. The same way they say Africa, you see, year recovery plan. Na Ghana no more ba. Now what status say after no person dey Ghana, the new China, the new manufacturing hub in Africa. Sir, bitterness, sir, rancor, internal elections. Who here, sir?
Yeah. Sisi a near kano bitterness na ekoso no oni chairman Kwesi di hu komo no regional elections within the MPP. Ena de ye ka ho asem de sia akoye a trade minister ono so na ho modern bo obo de bo ase oman no ye betimi opposition ye ho yie ewo globe ni mu na se bi o yada ne center bi a other part of the world no ha be kra be hwe mo so tu anamo aba ha say with regards to trade no de ye be ka se ye bo papa na ba so eni ono so ne body ma amagana amana fa ni tuma pefra ni abo mampani so aba so sese bio ohwe mu ahu se ba ne sa ministry na sa character we sa personality we and there was ye this sa ministry man ono no nim so wo hu nim de
ohwe na watwi mu a ebna da nopa trade minister flanked by deputy energy minister any minister of state at the finance ministry omako any industry captains moderated by Standard Chartered managing director chairman na ye kase policy makers share emra Ghana as pharmaceutical giants Ghana edi achire because say 33% of the medical supplies penny manufacture ha na you be say you be pay them just share and somewhere trade minister no ka kire Ghana man panyini life sciences Atlantic program wo ngo pram ho say masika over 400 million cedis and they are 12 or 13 pharmaceutical companies under 1D1F omaka we then ebnada no so be 3:30 p.m. na trade minister no asa ko Chatham House chese no so kan no policy makers, top politicians, decision makers UK now akwaka Ghana's economic outlook na ni recovery now wetimi aka Ghana aggressively pursue industrialization 1D1F na person manufacture normal wa ha na UK you start Ghanaian program Ghanaian government programmer opeso de bantu owura no moment actually na meboayen na Wednesday morning na wasako UK Ghana Business Council and also so no MP a minister for and a team na so the same thing akwa shemu kena under the auspices of vice president and the trade minister no for whatever reason we do not know trade minister no representative no omo yes ade no then anadwo no no matter play money aba British Airways ugwada na dua bedru ya wada no 10 o'clock na what presby saw them na sem wo work trade minister no say new China no na wakoka kire presby for sorry for na yo munyina anya ni da so bi say ebra na duru e bia betime then na nwumre si ye ka say 5 p.m. na July consulting group yi almost 75 years in Ghana on things that matter for the Ghanaian economy for the Ghanaian ogwa kwesiata osaberema and onu work chair it say week see finance minister or friend friends and media when some finance minister no waka Ghana president so at the end can repeat it enti ni nyina ko wie say ye beboa ye ho nanka ye nyina na ya twe adwena si ekwane ye befa so a Ghana ebedi ye na recover from the doldrums aba as a result of differing reasons in here yakoduru honom. Do we need a bickering? Do we need rancor?
We don't need it. Rancor bickering na yeka ho ase na midi kan say. No, I think it's going on within the let's say the party structure no. And as bickering any rancor yi koso wo. But issues obo boss no me can say nyankopon ne den ase. because edrumibri anaka Ghana yekura factories, industries ni niema almost numbering to about 300 sebi aban bi ba ya na baby mreso no saa niema ni nyina efi yensa so man na se enya aban fufuro a wabaye MPP aban anana do dan kwakufu ado his excellency ono da no na sebi o wasan akọ power trade minister no onim na juma onim obika na onim what time is it na sebi o obo morning day in day out and as I'm talking to you now obo first Atlantis lifetime Atlantis omon 108th a year, one district, one factory. Work you. It doesn't mean that there were other ones. Yes, there were various stages of completion. And start. They've been crying a year, but they've not started working. But this is 108th, one district, one factory. Sebio, Juma. Na se ne from Monday, Tuesday, or London. Or could this say Juma when you know around? In fact, this so we could share newspapers now. It's like everything is almost every day. The story on the trade minister and any activities in Yama Ejuma Pa and Anamopa O2 Edibwa or Mine Ghana, Edibwa and Nado Dankwa Kufado, Abino, a management.
What do you make of making Ghana the new China of Africa? As anything?
One will say, and then if you are seeing even Europe, ni America, they have some trading activities doing with Air or Mine China. Mine China no omutimi ko place order me maybe to their specification so China has become an industrial hub of the globe. Let me put it that way. Various provinces. Every province is like for Ghana, OT region, almost say oil and ya was it do Ghana no kaso oil na OT region. Say ABA electronics and Yamano ya do Ghana so electronics there Western North. Just say that is almost some provinces in every province be a particular commodity just largely no hona kodani industrial hub the whole when so see sir and didn't yebe emulate through the after yeba center no Ghana ana
Ghana no the manufacturing hub.
Yes.
And otherwise the new China of Africa.
China annex that of course of Africa.
Ora Amu Ivan Samu a member of the NDC and part of their communications team. Ghana, the new manufacturing hub in Africa. Ghana, the new China in Africa. Evans, as a finance person,
yes, I think that vision was Yura Kwame Nkrumah who saw and he said, I said some time back we have to import labor to Ghana. Them say to Nkrumah we couldn't handle it. Now research proves that we were lacking the requisite human resources to sustain those industries. Thereafter, they brought about the private sector. But things as that private sector, the model wasn't all that fair to Africans. I think the new era, we have to develop a sector. To me, I think we have to develop a private sector that aim at enriching the public. The private, public-led, that kind of industrialization. But one aspect of it, I think that because government is mostly having a bigger capital, it has to set up the industry and float shares for the private person to participate. The objective is to enrich your citizens. It's something, a new model that I think we can adopt and make it very well. Issue of making Ghana the center of Africa, Africa. It is not. It's far say we have to look at the African market, even sub-Sahara West Africa market, and all our policies should be informed. So we want to capture West Africa. You see, when we're able to set up our industries, our schools, even schools, certain times back, now UK, now he was leveraging on education. He was trying to use education to earn so much foreign currency. What are we taking advantage? Ghana has one of the most quality education in Africa. What advantage are we taking about it? So we can even use education as a center of excellence and attract income, foreign investment, making sure that we enrich our citizens. So making Ghana the center of a new, I don't want us to call it a new China, but center of industrial, Africa Industrial Center, it's a very good thing. But should be informed by a laid down design policy, a long term and a short term. Our projection should be right. So by the next 5 years, we want to see, say, Ghana, the income, our industries have reached this level. By the next 10 years, this is what we want. It should be a well thought in policy program. I am looking at, we have to look at even West African market before we look at even conquering the West the whole of Africa. But if I don't look at that, we just call ourselves want to be the Africa of the next. Yeah, who say who say the next Africa, China there, and we should be poor. You have a policy guideline say hana ye free na hana ye the next 5 years.
Say in 2019, and yene economics lecturer at the University of Ghana, Department of Economics, Dr. Domfe, Edin Komo, and since then, na beginning of the program. Let's spend some 9 minutes to listen to SAR 2019 interview Dr. Domfe in the light of the Ghana Mampanyinika, in the light of the finance minister, in the light of trade minister no exploits, our UK, and then later in the week, our Ghana has how does it sync? Is it in sync with the 2019? Na Dr. Domfe Okana. Etientie Dr. Domfe Kakra.
Planting for food and jobs. A very nice policy. Mesaka san no masaba manufacturing sector from 1957 to date, it has grow be a 1%, be a negative, 4%, 2%, and ya crack. Now no Kwame Nkrumah who that 1957 baby no here CSA. Me mean shas na me industrialize Ghana. Nanka ko kwa de kwa chekwa. Gold de kwa chekwa. Yen refining ne mfanya ade. Na no nanka ne be ma Ghana enya the true independence no. Na minu ya ankobasa amafunu hu nintam tebe sabi metaka nse me Jamaica na makaze mpanyimfo ma no si sumina so. Africa Jimmy no a success story for the West. You talk on say you ne raw no ne betonia. Eboa mamrofo no susu economy na dey eyeye. They say so ya na koko ya fa metaka nse me pa koko ni afa no raw ni akotonia ni agi 2 billion. Na Belgium aje no aye ni ye no afa onya 14 billion. Na US afa no aye ni ye no onya 20 billion dollars. Yes, ya na da bia etihiem. Enti and then Kwame Nkrumah says we industrialize the country. And so who for fear to industrial and if you work in church and you one policy MPP abedi about a year papa will be a supporting and the move from one district, one factory. China in the early 1980s. China was no country. It was a nobody's country. Now, almost said that your man is almost industrialized China. Every area, the only has one area, one factory. And almost a bomb homogeneous, and then China are the second largest economy in the world. And Ghana, and it's not enough these days to say that you will go, there will timber and carry. We go now, timber now, all the yet day abua woman. Then the cocoa check. Now I'm on phone the APA. The same thing now, one district, one factory in a shop, and Mimia, a Buaka Krama, Uja manufacturing sector now. A man who Minnesota, 2018, it grew 9%. And this is one of the highest growth rates that sector has ever recorded. And that is so important sector, the third sector, and then Mimia, a bit near Kati import. Yes, so yeah. Na amanoni bibia bibia sebe kru abakra no yakofefi ba bi ne dia ba ha so manufacturing sector ni timi ye ya dollar na tambia na ese na ye di milika ne ye chase dollar no ye de kwa amanoni ko fa ne ma ba no ni nyina to betwa because ne ma do no yakofa ba ne ye be ye ne ha na unam ekwan papa so awo ye ne ha no na who create job for your people but the kobaza wo di amanfo aye ne da bia de obedi dia when you are eating what has been produced elsewhere, the change is that you are creating jobs for them. That time, be I am called for the Uncle school, Umuya Jumanya, now, Emrantia Kama, I don't want what there's Umuya Jumanya. And to one district, one factory, a idea who here, and I made me bomb with the group. I said, say, MPP, say, and this will be Bianca Santiano. Now, at the Bonnie be a one will be an Yemi Free, not a man in Yajuman, 2018. I dare to throw a backward boy a pan. Manufacturing sector na a man who so a man oil no so almost oil and grow papa 3.6%. But the oil impact and also boy minimum for the first time in over 2 decades. Last year we recorded positive trade surplus. Their friend trade surplus. So positive trade balance. Yeah, your best friend trade surplus. Senator, the change the year 2018 for the first time in about 20 years. Ghana and near my the Kwama no Nicotoy, and by a sika chain, dear Yania Coffee free Amanone. The Cobata idea this year, and my city is stable. It is over our city, even though depreciating, it has become fairly stable in the last few months. And Timinia, San and Chichimuno, Abia, Mefan.
You now, who can say manufacturing acronym? Manufacturing so no technically almost koshe under industry subsector. Inti ubakan say industry subsector no as a whole no a performance saying and what me strictly just about manufacturing who can say a success story no away.
You mean so you can't industrial sector and the secondary sector. A war subsector said they can subsectors libini water and sewage. Ebini mining and quarrying. Oil no one. And mining na near money you to me na oil in your carbon, your friend mining and quarrying subsector. And then I make us in group near 3.6% last year. And your water, and sewage. And then we have what we call construction. Then we have manufacturing. This is can we in Aboma and your electricity production. To can we in Aboma and your friend industrial sector. It did not make kind of back say manufacturing in grow over 9% in a year because they are an entire idea, sir. And a tire negative cost be a 2%, 1%, necosuru, I know in a phobia, now Fatiaco, and you 9 Copena make us say, idea is the one. Industrial sector on Kazan, no problem, be what baby can crack. You make a baby idea, me what problem, pa, construction.
A doc, your baby still on manufacturing hormono and now against the background of higher interest rates ye trianwaha and possibly not so much easy access to loans inti ubusa say sa we no hindrance dia a dear ma ya achieve that remarkable growth our manufacturing subsector.
Okay, that is very beautiful. With what's the price winning economics and for regression? Yeah, good. Only say lending rate in our country 2016. Adeba kwana nye economy no pa answer. 2016 na your interest rate, ya na your higher policy rate, and that is the rate at which the central bank lends to the commercial banks. Yeah, the policy rate, and then the prime rate it determine all interest rate, mother of all interest rates. Now interest rate in Ghana the net was through to 2016. In fact, 2015 occurred and then 27%. The whole Africa, and Namibia and Kwana, now 2016, they dropped about 25.5%. Sabra Menu Casaminia, Atiaba 16%. And it is 16% in a Chiba, a Chebe baby, Yata uses those figures, you estimate, and he said, 10 BR interest rate, about dropped about 1 percentage points, It translates into job creation, a certain number of jobs and the creation. That's what the literature says. In the literature, now say, and before almost young man, am I in TSA? We interest rate above former, it boosts the local production. And the interest rate, so for the past 3 years, I dropped it from 25.5% it was in 2006 to 16%. And no effect, could be one of the reasons. Now, I'm saying, you can't say policy rate now, and I'm quite said and Chilibia lending rate in here. 2016 average bank lending rate was 34%. In 2016, one of the so-called bank of Bobusia 100 million, and also a FBA 34 million. 2016, but then average lending rate now about 25%. The change is no bank now of Bobusia 100 million. But I finished one. Ubeti has 25 million and a woman. Not just a note, say, almost a high. In fact, Maminka and to just say, lending rate is very high in Ghana. I mean, upper countries where we are here, the lending rate was for Ghana come. The no come will be and maybe Emma industrial sector, manufacturing sector, and to me, and Quanin said the bit me a Quanin because manufacturers, another private people, they use loans. It is a cock of Bobusian as a Busiano, baby and Timim Wanona, the Jumano, and Timim from Puntu Biama, and there's a name of Diana. We now could US is Yaminoka, average lending rate in US, and then 5.5%. It is a Obi US and our Coco Bob was $100 million. I first was at the Comma Bank, you know, but the $5.5 million they come banking. But who are Ghana now so could $100 million? I first I would say 25 million. Yes, is that oh, Yanni and fear nine panel, maybe a bank and scanning as our home. And see, that break out 34 to 25 and make average lending rate. You know, it is still very high, and it is an call it on the bank say, oh my policy rate letting me at 16% from 25.5. No, my identity, no banks and also and just no take average lending rate and also be. The only of the can say, Nanaya idea said there were cancer, I mean, as a president, time of okay. But when you use the banks and also, and your policy rate in one hour, or more lending rate. Banks, you know, they are there to make profit. Okay. Almost any part of Sumo Muka, and as almost the new Rano, okay, that we never saw. I think for something that they did. Okay. Banks, you know, don't show me maybe to say, Dr. Ratio, hello, Dr. Wadaruma, bank in India, a yenya woman, no one compare or chief economist for Emma. Now, Yamra, may Bomadi answer me to me, Busa, 4 more questions. Nothing, not yet, gentle, 4 more questions. First one, so what will be the impact on our economy if Sankit me Hana say a manufacturing, agric, any we can say lower interest rates, any one district, one factory, you know, one district, one factory, you know, that no man 9 way, seeing favorably, what will be the impact on our economy? Meaning, another sensible question. You should more will go near other places or my African countries in Yano. And you should not the deficits and near mammy and near manufacturing sector and agricultural sector and teaming Tumpon. Especially manufacturing. Near mammy and son and our kind or back lending rate, cost of credit is so high in Africa. Another idea about the cost of energy. Electricity board dinning a kum and a Jumai for cost of energy. And I did about taxes. Then taxes do my phone upon this. I never when you have couple money, the cost of doing business. The cost of doing business is ever higher. I'm not for business, that's what we are here. Oh, Jai, the Woko ya, and only offering the question, you know. The other say that Kofi Biajuma, I'm a Biajuma, AC Biajuma. They can't do it alone. To move employ a man for. And then the Bema unemployment rate and then none number, you know, a Beba form. Minia, you should want that every year, and I'm attacking over 300,000 new Ghanaians and they register almost per Jumai. That's uncle for your bow and this or employ only 5,000 of them. And about one deal with the employment, you know, and also Sabaka said, or for some who are a better healthy the economy, you know, because we will now finance this year, budget year. About say next year, already 85 billion at 2020. What do you 25 billion every year at my forecast? But there's about 22 will go directly into their wages and salaries. They say, Ufani Padabe, Jumama, Abaya Jumana, not having a cost Rebecca Cano, or tax revenue now, the quack chair at my forecast, juniors come from you quite Amen.
Woodsie or actually Ponkno needs FM.
Hey, catch it, listen in here, and you ma better to Diami Baba no one dear no. Come so to me. Hey, I say, hey, now Becca. Ya John to mammy and Saint Duku, Potomanto, this way chocolate drink, Nakan or shit, Amphibian super renew our arena. This way chocolate drink, Nakan, yeah, oh, I say, we don't come on to more. Maybe one wants to share crowd your home, who had your weapon home, who got a battery, and a form one. This way chocolate drink.
Catch up a pair, Baba Wari.
I saw,
your fear said this way chocolate drink, your Soriano Pan on the enum. Yeah, bishop free genome no snack. Yaho, why don't you have 7 woman? Yeah, did you any a baby we had Yasua? This way chocolate drink in Yanum. And at this one, what's Yanua? Has it a woman, Coco wom, Brick wom, Bibia wom, I don't hear any social.
This way chocolate drink.
You hear any social.
FDA, I just said you didn't crack too much to say a yeah.
cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Needs FM.
Neat 100.9 FM Sweeney. Now, and a Friday, May 13, 2022. And time just about 6 minutes past 3. In the studios, Mr. Ivan Samo of the NDC and Mr. Solomon Asante, member of the MPP, Regional Greater Accra Regional Secretary, hopeful. What the chairman Wama Samai, and as you see also a person or yeah, the Benia, Utimi, a regional secretary. By a crutchini, I just Uramanintian Assam. By a crutchini, I just obey secretary, the Ama MPP. And Nimunyam, our double call, or your team player, which in a dominating anymore, beating me, Ashatu. Miss Amu, what's this interview? I name Dr. Domfe in 2019. Now, and some more kind, and what is playing out now? 100 point. And some more kind of what is playing out now. What do you make of it?
Medasi, Minchia, you're a penny to be quati. Say one thing about Africans say normally.
Baby face was all.
Oh, normally, a year, ye tro, ye can't buy any. When you look at something planting for food and job, it's a very nice policy. So I will bring down the slogan, the slogan about outer. We don't follow suit with a policy guideline. Into ya Emma into mean succeed. A Greek, a man be a ginano, a Greek. US started in a Greek, and US was feeding UK, and then when the US UK could by then. Oh, and it say to me follow up. Ayen ye yan sikedi yan basa basa. And at this time no importation of nema ye to me ayen wagana. Anka chum. And a Greek will bring industrial. Do you know that excess food na be producer yen to me dino will be compelled to transform the process them into other goods and services ebeboa. That one also will create a job. And your car say planting for food and job with sika era mama kaji India bar ofia buying no person or the it was a good noble program by Yanyini. If you should be able to pursue that one, Anka Ghana ye crab ewe. Anka Juma Semede, ya sha says ye cra industries no so one factory one factory that there will be more than one factories in one district because the raw materials are there. Food prices will go down. Well, anti policy ni ye can fine. But ye can into me ye can into me. Apart we who share them who large farm beer since you right by your car one this planting for food and job ye to me grow. We are still importing rice, we are still importing sugar, we are still importing oat, we are still importing almost everything. So what is the essence of the programs that you buy a beke cano? Yeah, the other I think sir, we can go back to those programs. Now we relook at it again and represent it again. Ebebwa ama ye man no akwanim agya enuan ma eso mutu kanko baby na kapa adwumai. Tani man ebetumi asizi. Ebebwa so ama yesidi no aye stable because because of demand and supply of the system, as we import more, we demand more currency to import those products and it affect the value of our city. It is a very laudable program. It's a laudable you kuma hui. You kufu aruso be hu you Mahama hui or shall say we revamp some of the old factories no. But see an basic idea any enumijane kasankwa and the hard drink kakra. And it's a laudable program. We can repackage it and present it but at a state of agreed today in Ghana no and working that great need to meet Jinaya and will not go up to 23 point something inflation because we will not demand so much importation of food stuff.
Rising food prices.
Yes.
And then rising transport.
Program no there was it couldn't succeed. The program no succeeded and will not demand that high level of rice, the sugar and those things. So and anka the aduma so beba. Until let's reconsider the programs again and represent them.
Solo 2019, dear Dr. Domfe Okene, this week, highlight of it, dear Trade Minister, so Okene, Ghana, the new China of Africa, Ghana, the manufacturing hub in Africa.
ADAKABRI me da sibi ADAKABRI me re ya ho kakra mitie your penny kan ye ni area mo so ni contribution ye na. You say yeah na I think they are justified by saying say politicians let me say yeah na yemboama oman no e de enkoso or say Dr. Domfe ka say that time so na area mo di kan kakra de dansa na ode ni audio ni esisu area mo kan say nkuba prince so e na saade we or share say so Dr. Domfe so okasa no so can the same thing say nkuba what happened somewhere along the line. Over 300 factories, over 300 industries, created jobs, a mangrove. What happened to them? What happened? That's the question. What happened? Because Osha, sending Krofokasi, yeah, politician and system Ghana no. It is true. Over 300 factories, no. Buy NDP, NDC buying a buy. I'm doing poly, but asem no edaho ye kan se na tie ye nyina ye nim over 300 factories and industries no they just went off keke. I remember ye nyine no satam Accra me ye wo Accra kole woko na ye nyi unante no anam ho no children hospital no na wakwa ko do UTC wo unante for stroke Accra ko do GNTC this state institution they were working ye ma me no ye papa ye ofa no ye nwia no mpedifo enye mu adwuma mo ye mu adwuma eto bibi ni etonton ko sabat motos. I mean all these things were just going off under a regime under a baimbi ene on say etwam emre twam ye wie fi say ebia say anase ne ekoba ye ana ba bi efi e ma sa ne me kakra ya hwere signs amen ne ye nya ban bi o se no sa die we tama na ewo ho no na timamufuo omutimi nya adwuma ye den eye eboa economy no so enti ekwan be fa so be mie ye ni etimi di industry sa ba biom hwese ye dey ba sa ya no na want this factory na nya adwuma na want this factory na say a whole lot of things omo ka fa want this factory ho na so nyakopon a che ye no nyam ni ana no nyam fuo bi asebio oda sa minister na no a ontie di amanfo eka wanya the full support of his president and another Dankwa Kufuado. Say, Kosu na ye meji this obetime ya ye ma ye amen na hwe bi e kanko say ye the hase ba be industrialization hub China and this or China Africa China or whatever
new China
in Africa. Look at it. Enti nyame eni ye dana say sebio
no ya ba me ho kwan ama ye adwuma
eno na me kan say ade ne krapo no the first president no krapo be ye see ho no ebinum be feel say ehun hia enti yen claim fi on ye tonton ye eye nipa no asu no o enne na ade ni ho no ye nyina yesu say na hwe onim say every year preceding election ya Afro barometer omo ye survey bi 2015 preceding year 2016 elections omo report omo ye in Ghana here not just say most of Ghanaians omo problem is say unemployment. Usha Dr. Domfe, see 2018 to 2019 na sebio unemployment unemployment na ejuma one district one factory no na aiboa ama we ni pejani mu. And you could see say because time 2019 do eba to 2020 election 2019 preceding 2020 no. After my entire report now the problem of most Ghanaians was no more unemployment. And not just not unemployment in you, but the problem was no more unemployment, but then no roads. That was the problem of most of Ghanaians. It would say, "Sir, one factory, Doctor Eddie what dance within that period, 2017, 2018, 2019, a buy one district, one factory, a bit peja ye yinimu." So yes, factories are back into existence. They are not definitely creating employment. Now unemployment now Afro barometer here almost solving normal report, but in 2016, 2015 say unemployment is the problem of the day. I'm no more surprised to say in 2019, preceding 2020 election year, now Afrobarometer report by the problem of Ghanaians was no more Ghanaian unemployment, but rose. I'm saying was no more. Not referring to the fact that the unemployment now it has been cured. No, but not being the major problem of Ghanaians, not and yet the major problem of Ghana, but rather rose. Until ultimately we say, Jena Nipanoa ye wo man ni mo no. Sebio ubenye ebinumu a ade ne ba ye be twetwe ne former twetwe ebi na making what is one factory ye di mampeni di beto so one is one factory and na yero mampeni yero alankrojo twere mantine e ba be da no and oh one this twetwe na nyesa and one this na hold no and Jesus start factory and a whole lot of things am for e can me there this same week me say trade minister can about your friend is commander sugar factory say yes commander sugar factory no ye hwe kwan ye betimi make sure or say ento say ye 2024 be do now was commander sugar factory no you started manufacturing
this is a document or say the process of industrialization in Ghana from 1950 to 1975 by Professor Kojo Ewusi 102 pages. Professor Kojo Ewusi no head of Economic Research Unit, Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, University of Ghana. It be a sad document, ye because it's here. Young in a year, but you to say, your way out and say, you're going into manufacturing, making a year through the after leverage, after you bet me a leverage after Africa Continental Free Trade. Ghana the new manufacturing hub of Africa, also dubbed the new China of Africa. Perhaps here must say, no maybe I will take time to look at that document and then especially the development of the Ubekan say how would I put it? That the story of industrial development in Ghana, and it will show that most of the things have been saying normally be a kekano as sanity and I say it could have been said better or it could have been done other ways.
Let me say something. I say nobody should have tell us say we have to make Ghana the industrial sector after it's in Ghana. So let's take advantage of this opportunity. You see, and plan, not just saying it, but we put a long-term and short-term project. Then we start implementing them. But we are not doing that. I have taken time to study why Nkrumah failed. At that time, Nkrumah went about some number of companies. It affected the currency by then because it was importing huge industrial materials to Ghana. And he was not looking at the local aspect of it. So inflation went high. So there was a scarce of resources. Ghana started wailing. And we're also lacking the human resources to manage those kind of companies that he has set up. That's the fewer aspect of Nkrumah. And that one can be a steady possibility to me. I have baby Nkrumah here, near the bed up. Now we cannot industrialize ourselves when we haven't taken our Greek very serious. When you taking our Greek serious, the Greek itself will industrialize us because there will be excess raw material and will be compared to transform them and process them. You see, so if we jump on, want to industrialize without tackling agriculture, where are you going to get the raw material? Setting up a company, one of the key factors that you have to consider is the source of raw material, the price of the raw material, the access of it, how long can it be, and the access of market. We have the African market. Let's even consider West African market. These are the things that we have to think through and have a long term and a short term. I'm happy about the document ADAKABRI have seen. These are the things that we have to follow and take our time and study. Most of the things that Ghana here,
because it's here, Bosia Bono Ekem. And you do say, young Cassania be manage your home. Na yetimina said ye say now she say state no so no yentimi nkọ the old ways and say state na be say investment na say obeye na chire ni magretata baba na yakaka sa fe state no invest na fe no yenye privatization. This new approach of say minimal state intervention up to say 30% and no brought in as equity say
yɛbɛtumi ayɛ utilities ɛne services also provide no na yɛnhwɛ na yɛncreate environment private businessman no obɛtumi atake up to say 70%. It is also the format life sciences almost $40 million project no almost form $25 million the aba Stan Charter $5 million and then Exim Bank so ama is the equivalent of $10 million then Busiano Kroma Bonum government ensures say betimi anya preferable rate to be preferential rate to be na preferential rate no more say say 20%. Government nasa absorb 50% of the 20% interest no money no na a cushion warm ekakra say Saudi we no ama say the banks are queuing to bring in their money because free says some discover outside at the man sa government idea say 50% of the 20% rate now over the man at least no and fast was so stunning treasury bills are nanka head that to no uncreatively excuse my word uncreatively now no makoton treasury bills no money it is here no would we then expect our banks to be more creative?
Let me talk about model. On say your person industrialize, we have to look at another aspect. Industrialize also involve a huge capital, and governments can get that capital, not necessarily having them in their coffers, but they can use their credit worthiness to get money. I am of another model said, now let government set up the industry wholly and throw shares. Because when you throw the shares, what the one city member, the one city member, we recoup the investment that we have made and give it back to the owner. And we set up, we allow the private man to manage it with very little government intervention. Sometimes when the CEO, we should allow the private investors who have about 70% of the company to decide who becomes CEO of the organization. The objective is enriching your citizens.
Let me make really a comment from also a finance person, having worked so hard to rise to the role of vice president in a North American bank. Former energy minister and vibrant, who becomes a true blue MPP, as an establishment to say, Yankee candidate to be cracked Hanachia, and young one, Tanka Torino, as a true blue, and or no, Ubetimianya, the support of the establishment, as opposed to say, was saying, industrialization is a process, not an event. Yeah. Sure. We have not done well in developing the coherent corporate factors such as quality of labor, transportation, availability of stable power, and many others, which could have served as a bedrock to a successful industrial development. China and India that we talk about China and India that we talk about did this over 30-year period. That is why they are where they are. China, Dr. Domfek said in the 70s. In the 70s to date, 30 years as India, that time I project managers, Yadim Kala and Naishan and Sa, na Yaman Busia Kakano, Moya no Martin, Yasaman is coming for Nia Quaratino, Omoya no Martin, the project managers, and then India had the SE. And then India, and then got top world global entities are Indians is saying and a year at the helm. This is what Jaco is saying. Yes, see whether we can get him to expatiate or tell us more about this view he's insists. Near say or said that Akwanya be ban also bet me a flag bearer. Omra mechire say with this thought now what you abano. Can you tell us more? So bet me the baby be amana yes say Ghana ni be di ye. So let me hear bet me anyano. All right. Mientio kakra.
Okay. Ade we nyina se ne Torino kan. Utimi hu se se ti se ne yera Dr. Domfes so kan ye no. Within a period enye se ye sha ase no na pepeso na epesi edu ni yedu ho. it will take a time since no case a process na event dey anka no an bring kan no an ya wie but we dey if here ube ye obeti ye be fa ni say ube enti no sa niema we no say ye ya ade bi e wo siti manfo nyina ye dey adwen kro etaya de nechi na ko ba ni say we ade ne kro pa ye process ube ye obeti na amanfo so e we kire ye twetwe na say say koto omgu kentemu wo ye so ye ade na say ade ne ye mo na obi so ho na otwe ba form na ye ni say hwɛ eto MPP ba power foforo ubehu a electricity po bi na ebia obi di we akobom na don't that very month na niema na esisi mo say even high tension si baby no metal na ye di bolt and nut bo no amanfo uhwɛ nipa dasani ya dwene a ye di ti oman mu na eya na so menti ase say enye maban enye me party na form aban ni nti no say eye kra ye ma ni nye se enye ade akra obetimi asom don sa so akitemu amana ye a esan se enye wa banti no eni so do sa akitemu amana ye eno ekeka ho ena ma sabio ye hu ano ewo oman ni mu no na nka nyes anka se ne menua amu eti a ono a edi wadanse so sa ne ma we aye obetimi abo oman no ye ni ye na chese ento emre tiemu no oman we tiafa no tuma pe anka ya sempa po na mom sie ye ne emfa amanyosem emembe rem ye ne nkoba ne se enye wa ban na ewom enye wa ban na ebobo ni ntino ti fence na e wo se wo kika ne ope e wo se ye ne be twetwe ne ma na san e wo se ye ne be matimamfo kra ba bebu e wo se ye ne be atimamfo kra nya gidie wade na ekoso ne mu a na chese da bia ye betena bia ye te no a ye betena bia ye te no but e wo se ye timi etwe ye hu fi sa suban no ho ni etimi make sure say bio aban betena so yenya to aba ewie a ye wie na sa aban party no ba be aban no so betena so a ni nyuma pa oye no ye fa mpaibo ente una wo so be ye de ama ye fie nan ye chire ye hwe ye
miemu say amu say Ghana at present said the polarization ahayen no would we have consensus in agreeing said the path is industrialization.
You see, I have a problem with our self-politicians. I was expecting Sanka Yura Akufo-Addo better kunyana so. Autonomous not tenacity. In fact, President Mahama was doing his part. He started building roads. We cannot doubt the fact that those companies, no chassis, are all starting a good thing. 3 SHS are done in ABB Papa. Tajeme project ABB Papa. I was expecting Sanko Betnasi. Now I say, baby, I did me say, I am fan of me, Fanko. But he just get in. Look at issue of your banks. Banks, and one, I mean, you have a class or buy. You were saying the fact, say, we capital adequacy is a policy decision. A policy decision, say, for security's sake, Yemfa Sikai went to enter Chilebina Bank Lukua. Na ye Bank of Ghana ye tumia de tua microphoneka.
Okay, I'm some yen spending about just under 10 minutes. Na ye former energy minister honorable Boachi Ejakun. Earlier on na honorable Ejakun had brought in a comment. Or say industrialization is a process, not an event. We have not done well in developing the coherent factors such as quality of labor, transportation, availability of stable power, and many others, which could have served as the bedrock to a successful industrial development. China and India, that we talk about, did this over a 30-year period. That is why they are where they are now. Let's see whether he could amplify or clarify.
Yeah, what he's saying is true.
But yemo on wanka samra.
Okay, well, line.
Yeah, online. So yema nimra. Odabe yakuyamo ha.
Mejo so many.
Sorry no, na we humpo at sign.
Na me ada room eyepa.
You waye. Brebeba ama yetimi ahwe as a true blue. What your blueprint is. Say you might the opportunity to leave the center of the right party MPP. You betimi aya better Ghana for to also akuma so ama having taken the flag bearership, you could then ascend the throne of president of Ghana. Now about be developer. But for now, 2019 the interview and Dr. Domfeye Iguasum. Then as this week, what has happened in UK Tuesday and Wednesday, like as government pursuing industrialization aggressively. na Thursday and Nopa at the Ebenezer Presbyterian Church, the trade minister also telling us, say Ghana to become the new China of Africa and also to become the manufacturing hub in Africa, leveraging on the Africa continental free trade. Then historically, we are also told, say, African Development Bank to hold a annual general meeting here and then also sit down to brainstorm in Africa's recovery within Africa. Then this evening at 5:30 or 5 p.m., Trade Minister also to speak at the Deloitte, almost 75 years in Ghana, and then the theme being things that matter in Ghana. Abiya Wachirode Abe, can you tell us more why you hold that view and whether it is doable?
Mini abema medose na machia watifo ne abedwafo a oni won studio Ghana ya na emse ya na ye wure fi ye ho kakra because ye mu kompo enkohwe echi da bia masam ne se so wo pese wo ye bibia bisa ho se ya try bi dana na ye try no ekusi se ana ye bibi wo ho again society na was here system e manage. Look, industrialization again. Go and look at the Watson Commission report. Aitken Watson, 1948 riots. You know, there is a section that deals with industrialization. President Nkrumah Baye, he took that report and the basis for unknown industrialization. Now, the economic advisor then, Lewis, I catch and say, Nkrumah, who was it? Industrialization, no, a process. Who may be ansana, what to me, I industrialize it in a certain way. Into your sad near man. It be the same. Nkrumah thought that we had excess supply of labor in agriculture. Into making it a move from agriculture to industry. But that was false for two reasons. One, we did not have excess labor in agriculture. There were many people involved in agriculture, but labor productivity was low. In warm, now I'm to improve productivity. Agricultural output, for. Secondly, only scale who transfer directly into an industrial or manufacturing sector. It requires training. And that was the advice in the first industrial development report as a Louis from Puma. Then
we should also admit, so to say, at a Louis, economic advisor to Nkrumah, na J.H. Mensah, and Eshanasi Awobua.
J.H. Mensah, Dr. Craig, and Richard Akwe. These were the three assistants to Arthur Lewis. Now, almost Nipa me say, almost a bet sure work and happiness development plan.
1963 to 1970.
Yes. Now, me question, you see, Nima was said Kaye. I from cooperant factors. Yan fan workwen. In Nkrumah industrialization process now, it didn't have legs. Reporter made the broad. You try radio so can the number of factories, the number of employees, the output. Professor Wusi, they studied in the abroad. You can't remove that point. So they say the world is moving in this direction because of technology. So no, I was saying, young Samu Kompo, near me say, a day in the mind you fail. One, quality of labor. So, no. Look, India, after our 1947 development plan, that was their focus, that by the next 40 years, India must have one of the top quality outputs in the world. It universities, secondary schools, it was geared towards that. Look, there's an Indian university here. It is more difficult to get into it than to get into, say, Harvard. So, no. Almost to share a butrem China. Time one, Mao Zedong war. Not China and go baby. Deng Xiaoping. Deng Xiaoping in 1978. Okojina e Kurebiase. A Kurano, your friend Shenzhen. Shenzhen. A directly opposite Hong Kong. And the prophecy Deng Xiaoping made was that in the next 30 years, he is going to create an economy in Shenzhen that will beat Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is British controlled.
Yes, that time, since that time, not almost ready, so I'm hand it over.
Aye.
Now you see, Shenzhen was a fishing village, population 30,000. Now they have transformed Shenzhen economy. That one province, the economy, is 6 times the size of the Ghanaian economy.
Can you imagine?
Why? Because they took their time and said, we want to see Shenzhen like this, and therefore, dear, was said, and she said, Benny, or say, the poor poem, 10 years, Nisia do a baby. Almost the poor poem, kakra. Now you go to Shenzhen, almost subway system is 5 floors below ground.
Hey, over 100 meters down.
Yes, 5 floors below ground, and it's all computer connected with buses. They call it the Internet of Things. But almost training Nipa on BTBS idea. China industrialization. No more probably TVT. It said one district, one factory.
Aye.
Okay, more specialty watermelon. Because my last visit into China, that they are almost designated as a watermelon area. Usha watermelon are almost dear. Niniama almost dear. And Nichikeke. They do be actually. But they trained people to be able to come up to that level. They made sure, there are adequate roads. They made sure, there is adequate power for the factories to run on.
Adequate and stable.
Adequate and stable. So, no, in Ghana, no, Mumienya Kasabebrebe no.
Just before you go, Honorable Jakon, the polarization, are we able to develop a common consensus to say this is the way forward, as you also say here now?
Look, it is not possible among humans. Say, the Agribekoban Benkru, from the Tower of Babel to now. But each group can put forward very sensible policies. And you see, don't make the policy say, Unkwana, Nyansan Table Crosso. Yawudi Baba Biano, by Bemo Bientimi and Kanwasembi.
As if we are brainstorming where we don't throw away any your own stupid thoughts.
Put it out. Let people critique it. Try to tear it apart. But in the process, you will get a good won't go the year to for fraud. It is a black, dirty, soggy, wet rock.
And yellowish, as we see.
But it has to be put through crushing and fire. It is tested by fire. At the end of the fire, no, that is when you see the shiny gold.
Oh, so the refinement
the
of
refining process.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Yeah, human ideas, you know, our refining process is criticism. And let us not get angry or bristle because someone is criticizing.
Yes.
Ronisi, there is no mind so deranged as not to have its lucid moment. I've been previous. But them near one partner or num about 10 crowd. A tom review to me as a central. So let us be open-minded. As for the politics, it will be there. So the divisions, they will be there. And you and the Yabel reverse the Tower of Babel. So,
right. For now. But I would then urge you, say, Bia and Nenichne provisional would declare, say, true blue contest, also who do whom Ebejimi, you know. Bia, you better not near Dinkomo say, in that sector, what are your open-minded thoughts in that sector, and whether one so no, Aquanya be bad, who bet me a cotton diama, delegates in the MPP, now where be a favorably in Yaminti. Now, almost do show more. Ubeti me so Abakanche Ghana for you. I say, in your view, this is what a Jack will do.
Let me give you a summary. You see, industrialization and yet government owned. And yet government owned. Abide here, what the basic in Shishayebi Gukwen.
Enabling or facilitating
enabling environment, physical enabling environment, and the economic and financial enabling environment. What the good one? Let the private sector do what they want to do. China, nobody India, they've created the enabling environment, and people take advantage of it. Internet, government started, U.S. military started it. Once the Cold War was over, the private sector So our industrialization must be private, led.
As previously we were told to say, private sector is the engine of growth in the post-2000 election.
Right of center politics. You know, that is our article of faith.
Right.
That the private sector. That doesn't mean the private sector doesn't go wrong.
And they keep.
But that's why there's government.
Keep refining.
Yes. Step by step. We are near corrected. You think near corrected. All the industrialized countries almost
Eventually,
almost chat. And China, and Taiwan, and India.
And so dear, right. I said that. So what me be enrich discussions in this afternoon. What about Jakunya Minstrao? Right. Obia so asun eguso. In 2 seconds, Obia comments. Solo, what here, Jakum? Now I had a fall and I hurt my bone, and I'm going to talk about the bone health and adverse effects on painkillers. They say I'm the painkillers suppressing me bone damage, you know. So na Dr. Edmund Arthur and a bit me abaka ho asma kire me. Say me ko and your first painkiller of the mind as your friend say Keskin and there be a minimum Keskin every 8 hours Keskin me be come.
I said the Torino kind as the man of being rich discourse and send your kind, but it's in line with what we have earlier said. Idea we know are urbano. And then I make because I make out to stand a can. Let me see. I was see a mere as a people, as a nation. You better make sure says idea way a idea baby boy mine. The my fire politics and turn a or my monument from Massa near my window. Or your NDC near Ramu, me MPP ni me tia say ye me and legitimate a idea baby boy mine. But Torino my tia says I didn't in your event. A process. A process just a non casam de yamre. Na dia yamre na de bi asra ne twetwe ne nti da ben no bekodu. International 92 politicization of government projects ni initiatives. I was here brand as na Ghana for yenje tum preko pe se amanyokuo bedane abanya. Neni so adi hu no de atu nenu so hoye no. Wa uti e kire na nya wa ba anya wo party abedane abanya so tire kire de onhwe. Na baby ehia se wo ebe hia omo anodo nsa so no de aboa.
Right.
Baby afo se wo nko ho de transitin wo amen damage so men bastardize ade no. Ti se na free se se ba ebinim se ji se 20 years ebinim se mamu ebinim se ebinim se wo etino na wo se hwe ni ye.
Solomon Asante of the MPP na atene no. Or no aspiring to become the Greater Accra Regional Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. He had previously led the Amasama constituency as their chairman and
as organizer.
And then Trobu Amasama as the organizer. Like I said to me, say, we'll go through the mail. It is when the constituency was Trobu Amasama, he was the organizer, and when Amasama did in Hornum, he became the chairman, and without any blemish, he now believes, say, he's poised to become the regional secretary into slating system, no. Ubia or baby and the slating system now.
I'm say, one of the decent people in Ghana politics. We have seen your Kasana, Adrian Mudaho.
A very brilliant chap.
Yes, like Adrian politics. To say, baby, or to say, Ziado.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, ne Yura Kufo Kraku. Yura Kufaro.
There's no doubt.
It's a very decent man. He's putting out a process and program. It's a process because when you come, you don't jump and divide the country. You don't jump and use money to call.
No doubt to say, Ejako is a finance person. Amu is a finance person.
Oh, but it's a gentleman. Look at the way he talks. No, he's telling a process. It's a process too. You have to make sure rules are intact.
He rose to become a vice president of a North American bank.
Yes.
Vice president of a North American bank. You have a foolish attitude.
Yes, you can't go there.
If I move of the NDC, there was a papa. Now we're going to talk about bone health. Bone health. Say we don't pay na a real sasabro and rheumatism and bakono so no. Un say rheumatism. Sasabro and the himbium bone defects no. Nini na see to abo ase ne behwe say bone no e de na ti bakono so na de hin na rew sa no e say na hu atwitwi na rew no. Nini na e ba be ka ho asem.
Dr. Bedua.
Dr. Edmond Arthur and Yanin Babidin Komo. Now you're discussing a bone health and adverse effects on painkillers. Say, Ahututu, Udom Pemututu, na painkiller, and the Adubidro. If it is Uncle
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwa de no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwa de wapi ho. O ka sa batete. E da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up pay baba wari.
Asew.
Ye fi say this way chocolate drink ya sorry anopa no ne yenom ye be hye fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho anu ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti anu a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so se
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so se
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agya to se eye
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime. Specialized feel different.
This natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM Suni. Na ene Friday May 13. So what I saying Friday May 13. I've got it right. And then just about 10 minutes to go. And na yene Dr. Edmond Arthur ene bidin komo. Na agronomy ukukusuyan. And na usua food science. And usua dietetics and nutrition. And na wakani nyina bom oncology department. And also so no cancer treatment hono nyina oncology. And also so edana bem nti yetena ase a ene eba behwe bone health. Can bone health udompem and painkillers a yede suppress such pains no. And who effect it me ba. Doc, ya mo atena se.
Yeah, dada.
Bam of Gilead for your mama nyina machi. Ya mama ha, ya mama adwo. Yesi ache.
Pa, yesi ayache.
Ah,
yesi minu shi ayankasa ache. Se pressure no eso.
Pressure no so. I say me bone na am fracture but then I just say me who say muscular tissues no I strained and much as me says me da kwa say me da me when dey hear me.
Naturally be healing.
Naturally be healing. Na say be healing them. Right. You can bone health. I didn't person can want them.
Good. You my tearful nyina good afternoon. The offer bone health na ye hwe nnompeno ahoden.
Nnompeno ahoden.
Ahoden. Ana adverse effect of drugs no so ye painkillers titwa ye no no nsunsuanso a ewo nnompe ahoden so. Painkillers ewo nsunsuanso ewo nnompe na ahoden eso.
Is a nnompeno na ahoden na kura wo. Na painkillers awo fa no so no ewo nsunsuanso
ewo nnompe na ahoden so. I think say next time no the kwemu biemu a Dr. Hansen ono no ya fam day no be biemu mo the offer nnompe na eno na eye a framework of nipedua no ensure we nipedua no mu honam ene srade no eno na je no eno nti ye beka se no na ye pillars a sanema amabobo nyina na fam ho ekoba se umu ayedu a eputu pressure ewo nnompe no so ema bone density eba form ana emuduro no eye niam bebre na de emuduro eba stress correct me ma obi the body mass index no or you overweight and I say or you obese. And apart from that, as a result of innuania yedi odi innuania and the calories no e was ra e ma put on weight, especially would di anajo na no mpeno nyame siesie no or ye say you innuania no bi a e wom e be a calcium e be a chondroitin glucosamine any magnesium ne other minerals a eboa the moment a enkofo ebekọ enompem hawmo say ye osteoporosis enompa awewe osteoarthritis rheumatoid arthritis waist pains ne lumbar spondylosis ne ekeka ho no de di kan a enipa edi kan ebo madwum painkillers eno ne the first solution a ordinary person no ebetinke say ofa na so wo fa painkillers a I say the wututu nkran ne wugine mu no enompe de anka painkillers ememu kra so fa painkillers na ye from opioids that opioids e be a tramadol paracetamol morphine any codeine mo enkane codeine ana
we dey name am yourself as a keskin.
Okay ni na no
it is so chache
until offer this opioids no bone na nkasa nyankopon adom ye free be physiological turnover the bibia wa through the workings of cells na eboa bones no osteoblasts no etimi ema bone no ehile no ho ema new tissues ni we form the more onum painkillers no ade bi woni pedua ni mo no se friend osteocalcin eno na ye protein a ema calcium bind together na eboa with the workings of osteoclast na I can't osteoblast na cells no nti the more onum painkillers no na osteocalcin no any osteoblast no interfere omo eno nti ba ne sa na ayo say o manage o symptoms no nemom na o sign worsen because ebasa enompenu ehaw no ekonanim ehaw no ekonanim pa eno nti anka painkiller de doctor bi krampo ehwe na say o issue with pain na obeka to say o number akomienu bi na hwe na sa abafom a enka mennum biom eno nti e wo se Ghana fo nyina hu say pain na eba no eye bi na di pain ne ba ana adadi e woni pedua no ma yaw ne eba ne mum no yaw no enye ade no nemom ade bi na de yaw ne ba enu nti so no painkiller na for some time obon say o system no asan develop resistance a okeka mobɔ so krampo a unhu say enye adwuma na esan so de how foforo apart from nnompe no e de ma wo liver e de ma wo kidney e de ma wo vital organs a e woni pedua mu enu nti e be sure Ghana for say so wo nnompe mu how say e ye wo sisi say ye wo kotodwe say ye wo chi say ye wo den a edu ba bi a ti say dem di kan ye introduction e bi a what stress ho bebre obi ho a wo de ahye ni tirimu a say o say manum painkiller pe me ho ntome but also wants to tune your mind and the mind in transform renew in such a way say me ho ye me ya me da me ho ye me ya me num nsuo me didi me rest me tie gospel tune bi me ko ba bi a
natural therapy
natural therapy and yes the more wonum painkillers no na all was in situation no enu nti eya balm of Gilead there was special kind of combinational therapies ya the man ko for daddy me ba ha che recently pressure ba me so do baby cry na yes exactly do baby because you referring for free government hospitals and other places eba ohwe accident ya nya me na be mu a see ohwe you can say bone doctor professor our hear me medication am dey ma me patient omon no pim how no the same thing and on also apply and nti ebe sure etiefo we enye balm of Gilead sebra ne mom no de ye pese de ma public ne say no pim how men no painkiller cycle o mind no ma wadwene no enye se men nom ebekọ ensanso na ebekọ anya sa obe no nom ama enye kakra te se de meka no onom ba ko a unhu hwe ntu be kan boso mienu unhu hwe obe kan boso enan na di nsunsanso foforo ema liver kidney
for so ama pain no obeka say reduce but at the end of the day so no na unintended consequences
exactly
na just
wakoto yare sama ho na nnompe no aye wo ya na o also wo hwe ade bi a ebe feel up whether say when your osteoporosis osteoporosis nnompa awewe joint no for cartilages in the sun every few risa one say age no these are some of the things but general maintenance or bema as an individual
who age no to aso na de dey koso
who age no nnompe no ahonde no naturally sanity e was say ennuanu no ohyem kana ohyem kana there is no way nnompe e have
vitamins ni minerals
calcium exactly once last time me check kusua hono ayetugu e contain calcium me kire akokokon me kire akokọ ne nan me kire cloves me kire celery ni na ye nnuanu a e loaded with chondroitin glucosamine ene nnuanu a eboa bones no
it bone health no ubetimi a replenish sa ahoden na
exactly
no ubetimi a replenish
but replenishing no anka ye consistency I will say enkoba say wanya de nansa tembia nte se otoka opepa ho woyewe no into ma wani nko ni pedua no ho ma oni pedua no ye maintenance on esa obi wo be 80 years sia o be ni 80 years no say wa catch us when 80 years a wonjindi because we are fit we are strong papa bia enra na me hwe no pen tv when 101 bedadi uhuna obeka so 60 years
a young man
me come show ni na ye maintenance culture from day one maintain odi way on new way or yes e banisa
just that behavior ni one obi a minimum no what mechiri hasi and just say and mid pie and it anuane a kokko years our research be ka kire yen mid pie didi basa ne samu aduane no a ye didi no calories do do ewo mu as opposed to a plate of rice what would you make here meat pie ade here wo or the fizzy drink a piece so we are not take you so baby you free abi betimi ehunu we doctor
you daddy me that say for the opportunity Balm of Gilead me the Carmen take Kumasi and so oba Accra and so me West Legon Palmer House West Legon number no 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 21 71 and I say 0244 63 25 33 0244 63 25 33 Nami shop already
Right, Yankupon Insha, Dr. Edmond Arthur, Bam of Gilead, said or any details to the actual one. Or no, any fear there be a Yabeponaja, Yaquajinim, the other free, und Yentia tap and Famano. Say ya, wow, would you break? Not then you would need 10019 for when you access to quality advice. Said Osibayano, doctor of pharmacy, as also at Yasia, Yabel Rangy, no, no, nay, Nimdia on so one. Let's just say, express now, near Jifrimo, near Jifrimo, because the Sian we at here need 100.9 a year preventive health, and we young chairman Nipan Yariansa, and son near ye did basa, ye did cancer, near freezer, genetic, as so then will be at risk of cancer. Because of the yedidi basa. Ice can kran walk to an wakakofa. Bibi abana ya frame.
Maria Chikwane the colors be from a whole lot.
And yes, ye nibre. And they would hear would they nipe guabontia yedidi. Nipe guabontia yedidi. When you had you go via guago do every good attention is not just what jigum, not jigum. A bit at say, almost just white meat, one we no, and a red meat, and the area. You remember Tanasi and Kamasam. When your group was the ampon. One count. Now, yeah, sorry. The Fiona Yakon, Ulako Michael, or need the team. Ulako Michael, or need the A team.
Mitiana, me Phyllis, no internet.
The team you're from A team.
Wow.
Now, tell Ulako Michael, I'm better Nancy. I'm going to say, and you would, I just say, when I would to be, that's what
you plan to get now your exercise.
I can't say, what interest me, and it's what they John, and it's a Ulako Michael, also so wapa, and it's me. Now, good to need 100.9 FM. Now, young found coffee. If you're near Dokono, Ulako Michael, and but for now, there, ADAKABRI Mamudu, Ochioma. And media,
thank you for food.
Oh, there
and it's very nice for you.